Hello everyone, welcome to the Sporty Stream. Nice to see you all. Hopefully everybody is doing well out there. We've got 4 series today. We got a lot of series. And we'll just go straight into what all those series are. We're going to start off with WashedFC Juicy Lucy, the only best of 7 of the night, the final series of the up-and-coming Cup Season 3. And then we'll go into the first series for the Team Skyline Velocity and Team Ignition Academy in LOS Champs. And then we'll move on to Blackline with Knights of Chaos, Big Ball Beast, and we'll end off with Valhalla, Interstellar, Dark Phoenix. And a quick rundown of all the matches we have tonight, but trust me, it is going to be wild here. We got our first series for the up-and-coming Cup. WashedFC, Juicy Lucy. These teams have both lost in the semi-finals. I believe both of them actually lost in sweeps. As we're actually going to take a quick look at the bracket anyways. Why not? You get to see how these teams have gotten here. Again, we've already found out who won the whole thing. We've got GHG Premier as the winners of the up-and-coming Cup, but they had to get through WashedFC. They swept them. Juicy Lucy got swept by Dark Falcons to get here, and so now these teams are playing for the 3rd place match, just to decide the final placement, the final podium finisher of the season in what will be a best of 7. We've seen these teams play. We know that they have what it takes, but coming off kind of having to bounce back from that semifinal loss is not going to be easy for them. Both these teams, they're just going to finish up some of their warm-ups as well. As we'll get that prediction poll out for all of you to vote on who you think will win the series. You see WashedFC or Juicy Lucy make it. These teams have, things going their way, so I wouldn't count any of them out, but I have seen a little more of WashedFC. I've actually seen a lot of them in their quarterfinal matchup as well, where they won that series in Game 7. Again, this will be an interesting matchup, a tough matchup for these teams. Again, the real trouble for them is going to be bouncing back after that semifinal loss. They're not playing for the championship. They're playing for 3rd place. For a lot of teams, that loss in semifinals can really kick you down, and to a point where you can't come back. With how quickly they have to respond here. Again, with their losses only being a few days ago, they're going to have to recover extremely well. We'll be waiting on these teams joining the lobby, but first I'm going to say this: we got a fun series on our hands, and hopefully you got your predictions in here on who you think will win this, because I really don't know. Again, I have a little more experience with WashedFC. I've seen them play a couple more times. I've only seen Juicy Lucy play once before today. That was the semifinal matchup. I've seen WashedFC actually a couple times before, even before this season. I saw them in the Golden Cup as well. They're the only team who's actually been able to win on a perfect sweep on this stream with allowing 0 goals in a series. So they actually got some history behind them on this stream. Some history that may never be repeated for a while. But of course, they still have a lot of work to do as well. As we'll head in game here, we'll wait on both these teams. So one of them are here, but I expect that we'll see them enter very, very soon. And we just have to wait on the rosters. And we can get the series started. Again, unfortunately, we have to play a bit of a waiting game. And again, this will be a best of 7, so we're going to try to get through this one pretty quickly because we only have an hour for this series. That's hi, OakRL. Welcome in. Thank you for saying hello in chat. Again, we only have an hour for this series, so hopefully we'll get this one done pretty quickly. After this, we'll have another series. But every series after this will be a best of 5. Yeah, as soon as these teams joining in, we're going to get the series started. So yes, an early start can happen, and it's not horrible. We can work with an early start. Well, we're only about 2 minutes away from the start time. But yeah, there's not much I can really say again, except that these teams have had pretty strong seasons. Now, again, they're fighting for third place. Loser of this will not get any medal. Won't get any of the podium finishes. Will be forgotten. You'd hate to be in that position. That's why this matchup actually might be even more tense than the one for first place, because what's on the line here is just make it into the top 3, which are the teams I can't recognize at the end of the season. Whether these teams have actually ever made top 3 before. And the only team that's been able to do it twice has been Golden Hour, who just won this season. They made 3rd place in the first one. Sorry, they made 2nd place in the first season as well. What rank are these teams? They're around GC2. These teams are around the Grand Champion 2 rank. I think it's around GC1, GC2 for these teams, so hopefully they'll help you out a little bit, Oak. We got a lot of matchups, actually, tonight. A lot of different leagues. This one's around GC2. The one that follows this one will be around a GC1 level. After this will be around Champ 2, I think. Champ 2, Champ 3, and then after this will be, again, around the GC1 level. So, we got a good amount of teams here. Again, we're just having to wait on these teams, but we can't be too delayed. We're just waiting on these teams as soon as they join in. We're a bit delayed, but it does happen. It's going to be a long night of action. I'm prepared for it. Let's go, in-game. Yep, I was going to say, as soon as we go in-game, everybody's here. Well, everybody here for WashedFC, at least. Again, we're just waiting in there. Getting some messages out to the teams here, because, again, we don't want to be too late. Our next series is only in an hour from now, and this is a best of 7. This could last over an hour. But again, I assume with how efficient these teams can be, we'll be fine. Generally, best of 7s don't last too much longer than an hour, if at all. And that would require going to, like, Game 6, Game 7, which is not super likely with how the playoffs have been looking for this league. Again, both the semifinals were sweeps. Well, this one should be a little closer than that. There are still some, there's still definitely some factors here that could allow one team or the other to really overpower and win this. Again, we're just waiting on the players of Juicy Lucy. Surprised that they are not in yet. Because they should be here any moment. We'll give these teams up to, I think 50 minutes is the limit that we can give them. We're going to give them up to that amount of time and see if everybody's here. And surprised that they're not in yet for Juicy Lucy. I'm hoping that they are online. They should be. As we are hearing that Juicy Lucy is just a bit slow coming in. There they are. Pinzer, Cyanide, D-Chop. There's their roster. And Turks is back. Well, let's get into this one. Game 1 of, again, a best-of-7 series for the third place matchup. The last series of... Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to wait, I guess. The last series of the up-and-coming Cup Season 3. Oh, you did not have to explain it that way, D-Chop. Chat can see that. That's an interesting one. Someone, like, quote that one. Someone quote that message. Just, like, put it on Twitter, quote it, and have it be, like, under D-Chop's name. Interesting. We'll wait on him. Sounds like everything's good. Yeah, there they are. They just got a message there from Pinzer. Well, rather do it before than after. Or during, I guess, more rather. Rather do it before than during the series. We're into this best-of-7. WashedFC and Juicy Lucy both got swept in the semifinals. There's only one matchup left to determine who rightfully deserves third place. It's WashedFC on the blue, Juicy Lucy on the orange. Both these teams have to rebound after a very difficult loss to have to manage, but WashedFC, it might be a little easier for them. Again, the team that they lost to would end up becoming the eventual champions. For Juicy Lucy, be a few more question marks about them. But we know that they have that same skill level here as their opponents. Just what do they make of it as, oh, a miss from Turks. That's going to be a free one for Pinzer. And not a great start for WashedFC. 2 players good on this, Johnson and Turks. I've never seen them miss that before. Couple questions now flying about. What happened there for WashedFC? They're not really in the right headspace right now. Going to have to fix that, because Juicy Lucy will not slow down. It's Pinzer looking for the dribble. Dunk on Tuscany towards the net. Trying to bump Carp, but Carp will keep it away. Now Carp with low boost on the back wall. Finds Turks. Now Turks with the clear. Pinzer to the side. Challenged by Tuscany. Turks now. Turks stopped by Pinzer. Juicy Lucy playing a pretty slow playstyle for the midfield, but if it works, it works. Although now everybody's committed, and Turks has missed the net. Still maybe a second chance. That one's wide. Both these teams are not playing all that fast in this game. Both of them trying to take it a pretty slow approach, but this means that there's going to be more well-timed, well-placed approaches. Trying to really put up the quality of the plays that they have, rather than the quantity of it, rather than the speed of the play. Make sure that play is strong in the first place. If it takes some time to get there, these teams are pretty happy with it. It's a fair trade-off, at least in their opinion. There's D-Chop. Great challenge there in the corner. Now trying to go against Tuscany. Pinzer. Waiting. Around the back wall from Carp, but Cyanide will clear. Straight to Tuscany, though. Off the crossbar, still in front. Who wants the ball? It's still there. In comes Carp. WashedFC took on multiple chances in front of this net to get that one and force it in. But finally they get it here on the back of Carp. It took some pushing to get there, but they'll be happy with the results. There's now Cyanide. We go back the other way here for Juicy Lucy. Got down from Turks. That's a free shot for Pinzer. And it's another one here for Juicy Lucy. They're leading 2-1. As Cyanide wanted the dribble here. Took the dribble, but got stopped by Turks. And then Pinzer, off of that one, got the rebound. And so far, an immediate response from Juicy Lucy off the kickoff. Turks to the side wall. Cut the ceiling here. Trying to get the dunk on D-Chop. Also down the corner. Carp here. Misses this. Pinzer. Bumped by Tuscany. Pinzer. Turks is waiting for it now. D-Chop. Off the back wall. Carp will take the read here. Maybe back the other way for WashedFC. Pinzer. Oh, he just cut right through the defense. And now Juicy Lucy leads by 2. Is that touch from Carp? Only stopped by D-Chop, and look at the speed of Pinzer as he beats out Turks to that ball. Juicy Lucy are definitely jumping in to the right plays when they need to. So far, that methodical approach from this team has definitely worked for them. As now they're looking for maybe a 4th. Tuscany trying to get the clear. Carp trying to jump onto it, but it's cleared back the other way by D-Chop. Turks waiting. D-Chop back off the back wall. Still waiting. WashedFC hold control. Tuscany get break through the defense, but Juicy Lucy trying to keep it away. Carp missed there. Pinzer trying to go through the midfield. Tuscany waits. Now Tuscany's still on it. Tuscany. Cyanide. Only for Carp, though, who might want the second touch. Can't reach it. He doesn't have enough boost. WashedFC. Looks like they're trying to just throw this ball's offense, see if anything can work for them. Because right now, it just feels like, overall, as a unit, they just aren't awake. They don't have the speed, they don't have the quality of play that we're expecting from this team. And for Juicy Lucy, they aren't playing amazingly either. I think both these teams are playing a bit too slowly for my liking, but I mean, at the very least, the plays out from Juicy Lucy have been much more threatening. Like, you can see their passing plays, you can see who they're looking for, their outplays, the shots, the goals from Pinzer, as that's his hat-trick. I mean, you can see exactly what Juicy Lucy are going for, and that was just a good play there from the Juicy Lucy players. Passing plays, getting through the defense. Well, maybe everything hasn't been so fast for them. They've definitely made it count. There's Pinzer. Bounce off the sidewall. Turks waiting for it. Clear back in by Pinzer. It'll drop down in front of the nets. Harp jumps towards this the ball. As now, Tuscany with the interception. Cyanide. That means he can get the boost, but for WashedFC, this offensive push might be just a little too late in the game for them to get anything back. Turks misses that. That's going to be a huge error here for WashedFC, what they could have done on offense. Now they have to reset back in the corner. As Carp trying to lay on top of this one. Finished by Turks, but Cyanide will just clear it all the way here for Juicy Lucy. Game 1 looking quite strong for this team. 50-50. Carp off the sidewall. Couldn't get the second touch. Tuscany now to the corner. D-Chop just waiting on it. D-Chop with the dribble. Cyanide's his target. WashedFC, maybe they get one more shot. But this game 1 is over. Juicy Lucy with the 4-1 victory here in the first game of this best of 7. And they are a little more awake in this series. At least from what I've seen, I think they're a little more awake. We know WashedFC will, get themselves into the series, but how quickly will they do it? How confidently will they do it? And how long will it take? Because if they take too long, this series could be over before they know it. So we're going to head in immediately to Game 2 because both these teams do not want any sort of break, any sort of respite. Want to go right back into the action, and I support that. Again, reminder, next series is going to be pretty quickly after this one, so we do not have a lot of time to spare. As we continue our best of 7 action. Juicy Lucy took Game 1. Looks pretty good in doing so. But now, Game 2 poses a different threat. Can they keep that going? Game 1 might be a good start for them, but as we know, the start of a series isn't really indicative of how the series will end. For Juicy Lucy, oh, that's a huge miss from Cyanide. Oh, he can't be missing those. Especially not in this point in your season. Especially not when the 3rd place podium finish is on the line. That is a miss that Cyanide would love to take back. Plays that you just don't expect a player of his caliber to make mistakes on. And yet, here we are. Tuscany. Oh, he's got the flip reset. Oh, Tuscany. Put the fake under 1. And then has the pop to it. I mean, that is just nice there from Tuscany. A good play through the defense. And I mean, they weren't really covering their net very well, but Tuscany would take advantage of that. And just like that, WashedFC with 2 goals here in this game. Maybe it's a message here to the Juicy Lucy players that this series is far from over. It's back in though from D-Chop. Wide, Carp misses, Cyanide, back post, it's still out, follow up, won't happen. Juicy Lucy got that close to scoring there. But that close is not good enough in Rocket League. As now back in, a triple commit from Juicy Lucy. They're really struggling here on defense. Turks trying to put this one up the corner, Cyanide. That one's pinched midfield, Carp with a miss. D-Chop will throw it down, but the demo actually from D-Chop could open up some space here for Juicy Lucy. Bouncer, Tuscany, reads it. No second touch, it's Cyanide now off the back wall. In front, Pinzer. Stops here by a WashedFC defender. WashedFC putting in more passing plays, really starting to throw Juicy Lucy off their groove, trying to throw them at any challenge that Juicy Lucy has to go for. They'll force them to challenge at everything on the defensive side. D-Chop. Oh, what a fake under the Carp. Now he just got Tuscany to beat. Pinzer. Open net here for Cyanide. If he can put it in, yes he can. Juicy Lucy score one back. And in the current trajectory the series is going, they're going to need to score a couple more just to make sure they secure this game. WashedFC are playing better this game than they did the last one. Juicy Lucy, though. The question really is, none of these teams have really, again, I don't think they've looked the best that they can. Maybe it's the pressure. Maybe it's the fact of knowing that you cannot get any further in the bracket than here when it comes to losing that semifinals. But the third place finish, again, is on the line for these teams, and you know that they'll want it. Both of them. Sadly, only one of them will actually get there. Again, not having first place definitely puts a damper on their mood and on the overall team mentality. As Tuscany trying to put it in the bottom post, and it's pinched off the post by Pinzer. Cyanide. Dunked by Carp. In comes Turks. D-Chop. Demoed. Pinzer with the clear. Whoa, Tuscany, that's not a very strong touch. That's left on his back wall. Turks. Oh, that's going to go down the whole field. I guess it'll count as a clear here for WashedFC as Turks pinches it off a Juicy Lucy defender. Is now in front for Turks. Oh, he'll score off of that play. Why not? WashedFC might be starting a comeback in this game. When I come back, I mean a comeback in the series, I should say, not in the game itself. In this game, they've always had the lead. Now, the question is if they can hold it. Definitely a better play in this game than they did in the last. In the last game, again, it felt sluggish from this WashedFC side. This game, they're starting to mix in some passing options, mixing in some plays, beating each other a little bit better. Although that shot from D-Shop will definitely make things a little more difficult. It's a lot closer this game as well. Juicy Lucy, well, I haven't really mentioned them this game. They've really continued what they did in Game 1. Is it enough to surpass WashedFC for a second game in a row? 50-50 challenge. Carp is up with it. D-Chop. Clear. Cyanide with the redirect. That one's going to the back corner. Tuscany will jump for it. But it's still left in front. Turks now with the save off of Pinzer. In comes D-Chop. Turks beats that. Cyanide. The only one to get to this ball here for Juicy Lucy. Tuscany's trying to clear it back. D-Chop. Holds it in the midfield for Pinzer. Pinzer. Maybe a double tap from Pinzer. Can't read it. But in comes D-Chop. He's just missed. Carp gets the touch. Cyanide can't get a shot here. And that touch there from Carp now allows WashedFC to get some boost, get themselves into a position where they actually might be able to get a fourth goal this game. As D-Chop off the back. Oh, that's off the crossbar. D-Chop again. Turks waits for it. Now in field, Carp. Clear, Turks. Wanted that touch so badly, but he couldn't get it. Now Carp playing the waiting game against Cyanide. He's not going to push up if Cyanide's not going to. But that's a double commit. Oh no. WashedFC thought everything was going in their way. And a double commit. It's all they need is one bad play. And that will change everything. It's tied up for the first time, I believe, in this game. WashedFC might be able to take the lead here and steal this game. "38 seconds left to do it. Pinzer. Gonna get the dunk on Tuscany. Cyanide. Misses. Tuscany. One-on-one here. He's got the flick. D-Chop's got the save. Strong defense there from D-Chop. Another double commit from WashedFC. And again, another play that could be countered here by Juicy Lucy. They will definitely get offense out of it. Well, I thought they would have at least, but didn't find Cyanide. Now Cyanide on a solo play down the field, trying to get the 50 on Carp. D-Chop, slow roller, in front. In comes Pinzer. Tuscany keeps it out. I think he's going to let this one drop here for overtime. Yes, he will. Oh, you could read that play there. Tuscany had no boost. And game 2 will go to golden goal territory. Juicy Lucy made a startling comeback late in this game. Now they're looking to maybe win this one, go up 2-0 in the series. A lot of things definitely favoring their way to do that. But it's the very beginning of the series. WashedFC, they're not ones to shy away from a challenge. Juicy Lucy, the defense overall has not been very well kept. It's not been very well organized and well managed. A lot of double commits from this Juicy Lucy team. It's become their big issue, I think. Whereas for WashedFC, it's just simple mistakes for them. Again, they are also not against double commits. They are sometimes prone to them, but what hurts them more is like bad touches and just bad decision making. This game, you could definitely see that impact some of their plays. But right now, they're the ones on offense. Turks, Tuscany trying to go back in for Turks. Pinzer had to angle his way towards that one. Now we're surpassing a minute in this overtime. Pinzer wants one here for Juicy Lucy. Tuscany with the dribble, but Cyanide beats that one. Carp now. D-Chop back into the blue half. As Turks gets past that one. Pinzer now off the ceiling. Tuscany might want to read this one, but it was such an awkward bounce he could not get to it. Turks with no boost. Pinzer. It was a high touch there. He wanted to go down the field, I think. But that's a miss from Carp. Tuscany wins the 50-50. And now he might just want to shoot this one. D-Chop will save it, but a little worrying here from Juicy Lucy. A couple whiffs here from them. They do not look all that comfortable in the midfield. That's for good reason. Overtimes are very nerve-wracking, especially in a series like this. Especially with how close this game has been, especially with all the work that has been put in by Juicy Lucy to get to this moment. And they could still lose it. D-Chop. So straight to the midfield. Tuscany on. Pinzer saves it. Juicy Lucy's got to push out here. They're getting stuck in their own half. Now they do. Cyanide down the field. Look at this retaliatory right back in from WashedFC. D-Chop. Cyanide. Puts it off the corner. D-Chop once again. Tuscany is waiting. Cyanide wants the 50-50. D-Chop has control. Tuscany backflips this one. Still, no one's breaking in this game, and no one's taking enough risks. The offense is maybe waiting for a mistake. Oh! But no, they don't have to wait for very long, because that's just a beautiful shot from Cyanide. I did not think he had that one. Look at that. I can't believe he had that angle. That is a really nice shot from Cyanide. Juicy Lucy up 2-0 in the series. And just like that, things can flip on its head, can't they? Juicy Lucy with, again, the closest game, with a very close game this series. But they are not, again, they are not afraid of the challenge of WashedFC, although they did feel a little bit afraid in that overtime. Again, not enough risks from these teams. They're playing very cautiously, both of them. But now we can reset going into Game 3. Juicy Lucy, if they win this, they're going to be on match point, and quickly as well in this series. WashedFC, I would be surprised if they don't take at least one game this series, but oh well. This Juicy Lucy side is playing. Who knows? Get off the kickoff, Cyanide. Wanted to get one there, but Juicy Lucy will sit back and let the offense come to them. Although not for D-Chop. He's trying to pump Carp. Pinzer. It's not gone Tuscany, but that one's to the sidewall. Cyanide, backwards. Maybe trying to pinch with D-Chop, although I don't know how I don't know how confident I would be with my teammate doing that in front of our own nets. It's Carp. Who doesn't get the right touch there. WashedFC again, it's like the small whiffs, small mistakes seem to be what can catapult this team into utter chaos. That's Tuscany. Each past one. Carp there. Wants this. Tuscany. Oh, D-Chop's almost helped them in there. And now Cyanide's helped them as well. This one would have been out had they done nothing. D-Chop. Who knows why he jumped onto that one in the corner. And Cyanide, I can understand why he jumped there, but still, it's a mistake there from WashedFC. Sorry, from Juicy Lucy. WashedFC will score. And again, the questions are just how desperate are they to get that ball at their half? Pinzer, oh, he wanted them up on Tuscany, but he didn't angle himself there. I think he maybe overshot that one as well. Just tried to do it as like a last resort. Oh, now Cyanide, those are ones that you expect them to score. Really double tap. The defender's completely missed. There's no one in net. It's right in front. You don't see Cyanide miss those very often. Now you do see Pinzer miss those. D-Chop wants to go for the in-and-out save. He gets the clear as well. Turks gets back to it. Now Turks again. Pinzer. Great control here from Juicy Lucy. Now again, the passing plays upfield are what's going to create the offense for them. In front, Turks reads it. Pinzer. Send it right back in. And now D-Chop's just to help this team clear that one. Now a miss from Cyanide. D-Chop has to jump onto it. Bouncer. D-Chop. Falls for it. Straight down for Pinzer. Oh, Pinzer. A backflip at the worst possible time. What happened there from Pinzer? Is it the nerves? You just don't see that happen often. Pinzer had an open play there. Well, I think he wanted to go for the solo play, wanted the fast aerial, and then he backflips right in front of it. And, I'm sure for both these teams, it's very frustrating knowing that you're just not playing at the level that you can be playing at. Cyanide, not a strong touch. Tuscany, right back into it. Pinzer, flicks it. Cyanide, on the ball. Infield to D-Chop. D-Chop to net. Maybe this can help Juicy Lucy get themselves back into the spirit of things in this game. Because so far, they have not been playing very cleanly. It's been a very mistake-prone game for Juicy Lucy, but they get their first goal of this game, at least. Right there. They'll need at least one more of those goals to really make things good for them. They'll need at least two in this game if they want to take another win. Well, that might be a good play from Cyanide. That is a good play from Cyanide. They've already tied things up here. How quickly was that from Juicy Lucy? WashedFC overcommitted. Carp wanted this one, but I don't think I expected Cyanide to jump as well. Cyanide jumped so quickly. He made up his decision so fast. And if he lost that challenge, things were going to be really bad for his team, but they weren't. Fortunately for Juicy Lucy. Now Turks wants the out. D-Chop answers back. Pinzer. 50-50 with Carp. Pinzer. To the back wall. Awkward bounce. Tuscany now. It's still off the back. In comes D-Chop. Still off the back wall. And now Tuscany can have some time to control. He'll be demoed as a result. Cyanide. D-Chop hesitated before he went for that challenge. Just made sure he got a touch on the ball at the very least. Well, that does mean everything has to go back for Juicy Lucy, just for a little bit, though. Because Pinzer, back the other way! Cyanide! Oh, he's backflipped away from this one. A tough read for Cyanide, but one that you definitely could see him making. Now Carp still chasing after this. Doesn't get the touch. Cyanide waited on that one. Not the right play. Tuscany now. Pinzer to the back wall. Pinzer with two touches. Carp. Infield for WashedFC. D-Chop, though, won't let it stay for very long. As Tuscany wanted that second touch, but he can't get it. Pinzer. Down the field. Cyanide with the redirect up for D-Chop. Bouncer. Turks misses, so... But Tuscany doesn't. WashedFC. Like, as the game goes on, they're playing more and more defense. They're definitely playing more and more nervous here, as they know Juicy Lucy's only really one strong play away from taking the lead here, and they can hold that lead in this final minute. Oh, what a redirect from Cyanide. Transitions to offense. Carp. Oh, just backflip there. Cyanide looking to bump out Tuscany as well. Pinzer in the corner. Turks will prevent that D-Chop from having a free look at that one. Now Pinzer off the back wall. D-Chop. Oh, what a read. Oh, Carp gets it out. Carp keeps it out. We're still tied in this game. A Cyanide. Carp on net. That one. Cyanide almost had that, but it will be Carp to score. Well, Cyanide, who originally created this play for the team, just did not get the clear. And then when he jumped in, just tried to cover as much in the net as possible. He'll actually overshoot his save. Juicy Lucy. Again, it seems like they're just a bit mistake-prone in these games right now. We haven't seen WashedFC to play more aggressively towards that. And now Pinzer infield, Cyanide. Oh, that's one that he could have reached. Cyanide was really stretching for that one, but could not get it. Now they're back in again, double commit. Cyanide, can he score this? Oh, he's just missed another one. That needs to go in from Cyanide. And that will be how this game will end. Cyanide with the mistake on one end and the missed open on the other. Unfortunately, he'll have to look at himself here in this game as the reason that Juicy Lucy lost. Well, it really wasn't all totally him. He knows that I'm sure that a lot of people know that he could definitely be playing a little better than that. It's just an inconsistent game for Juicy Lucy. WashedFC will take advantage of it. Right now, it feels like the series is in the hands of Juicy Lucy. If they are less mistake-prone, if they are more consistent, more confident, I see them taking the series pretty quickly. That depends if they can do that. That's been a big question. Going into Game 4 very quickly. Again, we're going to try to get these games done by pretty quickly. Game 5 now guaranteed, but again, for Juicy Lucy, it feels like, again, this series is in their hands. But they're the ones who can also lose it. WashedFC really haven't taken control. As a pinch, that's off the crossbar. Juicy Lucy really need to score first, I think, in these games, just to get their confidence going. And that will do it from Pinzer. But it may not be a pretty way to score. It will be a way to do it. I don't care how they go in for Juicy Lucy. They just need something to get their confidence back up. Last game ended horribly for them. I'm hoping that this game can end a little differently. Pinzer, oh, he's found a breakthrough down the field. Cyanide in for a D-Chop. Saved by Carp. And now Pinzer trying to put in the quick turn. Oh, I think he just beat him all here. Off the back wall. In front for D-Chop. He needs to put that one on target. Missed opportunity there for Juicy Lucy, but they'll get another one. And this time they won't be missing. It's Pinzer with his second. He may have missed his first opportunity, but the second one won't go to waste. The offense of Juicy Lucy starting to produce more in this game. Yeah, better start than they've had in the last games. Their last games, they've been pretty slow at starting off their offense. It took them almost halfway through the game, last game, to get their offense started. By that point, they're already down, I believe, by 2 or 3 goals. That's a good shot from Tuscany back in. WashedFC are not out of this one. Tuscany off his own sidewall will beat Pinzer. Again, we still wait to see what these teams will do about it. The Cyanide off the side. 2 players commit from WashedFC. In the midfield, Cyanide wanted this one, so does Pinzer. Juicy Lucy struggling to get to it, and now that's everybody up on offense. The demo from D-Chop will at least slow down the rotation from WashedFC, but it won't stop it. Now that rotation can put in some shots. Again, it's just quickly back the other way. Juicy Lucy trying to spend no time on their own half of the field. Again, they're going to have to. Cyanide got bumped. Tuscany will take this one. And it's all tied up here. Game 4 might be starting to go the way of WashedFC as Juicy Lucy getting outplayed over and over again. And Juicy Lucy, what was the team to have so much of the offense, now they're the ones who are struggling to get to it. D-Chop off the sidewall, maybe trying to find a teammate. Straight for Carp. Cyanide with the dunk. Cyanide. Ooh, didn't like that one. The D-Chop will. He actually might want to double this one. And he, off the post, almost got it. Juicy Lucy. We're not getting those follow-ups either. And that's going to really severely slow down their offensive production. Those follow-ups are going to be so much more effective than the first shots in offense. As a dunk here from Turks. He could put this one in, but he has no boost. And no one up there was up there in support. These teams are really not throwing a lot of bodies upfield. Although here comes WashedFC. They're going to actually try to do that here with a couple players up. Tuscany. Oh, one of the passing field for Carp, but Juicy Lucy gets rid of this one. Now they look to counter. Cyanide. Cyanide misses that. Carp on low boost. Back in by D-Chop. And pins it into the bottom corner. Just enough finesse on that one from D-Chop to put it in. Juicy Lucy. They have the answer in this game. Inzer wanted that solo play, but couldn't get it. Turks going all the way back. Turks kept away by D-Chop. Harp here. Cyanide will jump in pursuit. Only for Tuscany, who is able to beat past Pinzer there, but the shot is still not good. Now follow-up from Turks, kept out by Pinzer. WashedFC got a couple bump plays going for them as well. With those kind of mixes in offense, they're going to get a goal from this one. And it's Tuscany to score. He's got all the goals so far for his team. But what really surprised me here was just how much faith was put on Pinzer. Both Cyanide and D-Chop, no one was covering the net. And no one could recover when the play out of defense did not work. Pinzer gets past Carp. Tuscany to the corner. Cyanide trying to jump on at Tuscany. 50 by D-Chop. Still, WashedFC have not been able to take a lead yet this game. And Juicy Lucy aren't going to let them have it easily. There's now, two players away from WashedFC. Demo. Tuscany. Again, has scored all the goals so far this game for Washed. I won his fourth, maybe. Would be an important game to get it too, just to even things all the way back up. The dunk from Carp. Gives it in front for Tuscany. Cyanide will deny it. Oh my, it's a couple whiffs here. What is happening in front of the nets? Yeah, a couple seconds there where nobody on the Juicy Lucy side could hit that ball. Flailing in defense, they'll finally get to it. And now the solo play. Tuscany. Let's bring this one out. But Cyanide. Pinch back in. Turks. Challenged by D-Chop. Dunked here by Carp. Turks wanted that one. But he won't get it. WashedFC maybe one more chance for them. If they can keep this one up, they won't. It'll go to another overtime. We've already had one this game. Sorry, the series, I should say. But our second overtime here. Last one went a while before we finally got a Juicy Lucy goal to end it. This one, will it also take its time? Again, both these teams have played pretty defensively in overtime so far. Although Pinzer doesn't want it. Cyanide just a little wide. Now D-Chop. Eaten by Turks. Up goes Turks off the corner. Cyanide clears it back. Now Carp. D-Chop. Straight down in front of the nets. Pinzer will go. The pressure really on these teams, especially on WashedFC. If they lose this game, their series is going to be in a very difficult position. They'll have to win 3 games in a row Not something that is easy, but something that they actually have done before in this playoff bracket. Although, will they get there? No, they won't. We got a tied series. As WashedFC is throwing in the offense, and it's starting to take down this Juicy Lucy team piece by piece, goal by goal. WashedFC, we have now just tied up the series. They won't have to worry about winning three in a row. Probably fortunately for them. It's not a position they really want to be in. As we'll move on to Game 5. We still have a lot of the series to go tonight. With how close it's been, I expect it will stay that way. We'll see about that. We'll see just how close it gets. As now we're back in the game. In Game 5, winner of this will take match points. Going to Neo Tokyo. Pinzer with the bounce down here, D-Chop. And collected infield to Pinzer. Maybe first goal will go for Juicy Lucy, but Tuscany will keep it out. It's Tuscany. Challenged by Cyanide. WashedFC. Ooh, and a miss from Turks. Right in the midfield. Pinzer. What can Juicy Lucy do about this? Evidently not much because it's already back the other way. As again, the lifts from these teams have not been great. And no, neither of them has been the positioning. Tuscany gets to it. My goodness, he just saved his team there because that should have been a goal there for Juicy Lucy. And they'll get it finally. There comes Cyanide from the bar in. It took them a while to get to that place, but they'll finally get the shot that matters. We'll see a lot of action here in Game 5. And with, match point on the line. Generally, teams that win in Game 5 will also then win in Game 6, so... realistically, whoever wins this might be the one just to win the series. There's Carp. Finds a clear. D-Chop is right there for it. Now we'll clear it all the way back. Tuscany's missed. D-Chop off the back wall in front. Kept away. Tuscany down the field. Pinzer off his own back wall. Now Turks. Turks. Wanted to find Carp there, but Cyanide will stop it. Tuscany to the net. Saved by D-Chop. Turks now. Again, D-Chop keeping it away. Here for Juicy Lucy. Pinzer with the dribble play. Trying to find Cyanide. But he couldn't hit him there. Turks. Lose it back. Pinzer bumped by Turks. Up is Tuscany. D-Chop trying to hit to the back post, but again, WashedFC are just keeping themselves well positioned on defense. At least two players covering the back line, and they'll find success transitioning to offense too. It's Tuscany who's really taken a hold of this series as of late. Is that one off the bar and in? Only halfway through this game and already we got a goal from both these teams, and maybe we get another one here, but kept away by Tuscany. Pinzer with the dribble plays. Carp will fire it back in. Now D-Chop. Cyanide wanted that, but Tuscany keeps it out. Turks down to the corner. Cyanide, what will he do? He'll get challenged by Turks and he'll lose the ball. Goes right back to Cyanide though. This time he can get into offense. Juicy Lucy. Again, it feels so even in this series for both these teams, and I think it's because no one's really been taking the initiative. No one's been taking really the big risks yet. It's like both these teams are waiting for the other to crack, and you know, without putting in a ton of pressure, it's not going to happen easily. As Turks with the miss, but Tuscany has this. Tuscany, oh, he wants to get past a couple players here. He'll actually get past it. A lot of players off the back wall in for Turks. Cleared away. Tuscany to the side wall. Dinzer wants that, but Turks will answer back with a shot. Saved by D-Chop. Cyanide now. Still on Cyanide. He's got the flick. Jumping his Tuscany. Harp. Met there by another player. We keep the game going here. WashedFC, it feels like really if they get the next goal, they'll be in prime position to lead in this series. Cyanide. Stopped by Carb as he almost got the dribble play down the field. Tuscany, saved by D-Chop. Now another clear. Still, nobody's willing to break the deadlock. Inzer kept away by Tuscany. Both these teams in a stalemate. No one willing to crack first, but someone has to, and that someone's going to be Juicy Lucy. It's Carp with the goal here, and this could be the go-ahead goal for them. All WashedFC have to do is hold out for these final 26 seconds. They have every reason to be able to do it. But, you know, they still have to play strong defense. They've done so all game long. But now, oh, that's another one from Carp. 3-1. Another one where he beats past that last defender. With that, we're now going to see WashedFC probably take their turn in the lead. They'll have Game 6 to win the series. As we see something miraculous here from this Juicy Lucy side, but it seems like that won't happen for them. Time ticking away. Game 5 will be over. WashedFC now, they're only one away from taking third place in this season. As for the first time in this series, actually, they're going to have the lead in the series, and it's an important lead. Only one game away. Now with 3 wins in a row. All they need is Neo Tokyo. As here we go, Neo Tokyo. Game 6 coming up. We have WashedFC, who are so close to winning this one, but Game 7 could still come here if Juicy Lucy are able to take this game. Again, both these teams have the right to win the series. They've both been playing up to each other's level, but it's WashedFC here who have the advantage. Game 6 underway. WashedFC, it felt like it took them a really long time before they get the lead last game, and they may not want to be starting so slowly. But the plays that they've had to stop, they are definitely going to be more keen to just getting this game done and over with quickly, rather than trying to maybe posture. Maybe a little bit of desperation for WashedFC. Who knows if it'll work for them. So far, again, with 3 wins in a row, they've been looking pretty good at coming back in the series. Again, their first 2 games were quite slow from them. But now that we've kind of gotten ourselves more into the series, more relaxed into it, these teams looking better and better. It's Tuscany. Challenged by D-Chop. Harp off the side wall. Ball's bouncing around in the midfield here. Pinzer, can he get the shot on? It's away by Carp. Now Cyanide. 2 touches. Left for Pinzer. Turks is jumping in now. D-Chop. We'll go high instead of low here. Got a lot of players jumping on that one, expecting that he was going to shoot that, but instead, D-Chop wanted to play around him, maybe set up a teammate instead. He could do that here. Cyanide. Harp will prevent that one. Now, WashedFC with the clear. D-Chop. Does he have the read? Oh my goodness, yes he does. What a pinch there from D-Chop. Turks. There's the back wall, but D-Chop is waiting for it. Now Tuscany. 2 touches. Tuscany to the back post. Still high, but WashedFC aren't giving up on the offense just yet. It's Pinzer. Around Carp. Down from D-Chop to Cyanide. All of them involved. D-Chop's shot was not on target still. Some good offense for this team. Back in the midfield again. WashedFC eager to get this one away from their half. They do not want to be here very long because these passing plays from Juicy Lucy are what are the scariest part of their offense. By far. Cyanide to the back. Tuscany. Oh my goodness, what a boom from Tuscany. So much power behind it. And it'll set up offense. An offense that WashedFC won't be playing as aggressive as they probably should be with. The Turks just missed this one. Infield, Carp with the clear off of Pinzer as well. Halfway through this game, still no goals. This is exactly, I think, what WashedFC did not want to have happen. They do not want this game to be close. They want to be able to take this game and really just dictate everything about it, but they have had very little of that kind of say. Carp. Keeps it out. Now Pinzer. Tuscany here. D-Chop looking for Cyanide. Turks will get another outplay here. WashedFC gonna find themselves stuck on defense. They want a goal. They want one soon. Just to maybe calm themselves down a little bit. Also just to get themselves a lead. They've been playing a long time without scoring. Turks. Down the field. Turks. Oh my, Turks. Oh, it's just gone in here. It won't be Turks who hits this one for the last touch. Oh no. And who was it? I think it was D-Chop, wasn't it? No, it was Pinzer off his own back wall. He reads it, but not in the right way. I want to imagine that's the goal that's going to win it here for the WashedFC side. But an absolutely horrible way for it to end for Juicy Lucy. All that effort, all of this work put into the season, just to have it end in an own goal. And WashedFC, well, life is good for them now. If they hold this lead, they will be your third place team. Pinzer with the flick. Coming for it is Cyanide. Gets past a couple. Who's there for the follow-up? It's in front for Pinzer. He's made up for it. The double commit from WashedFC. Turks, too slow to get to it. A bit of hesitation as well on the side of WashedFC. We only have a minute left in this game. It's Pinzer. Up to the corner. Tuscany will hit it right on back. And now Tuscany, open net. Misses. Follow-up. He won't miss that, though. Tuscany almost made life a little bit too difficult for himself there, but he's able to recollect as a lot of players signed up here by Juicy Lucy. They were fully committed to the offense on that play. And it did not work for them. Did not pay off. Juicy Lucy, right off the kickoff. Maybe they can answer. Harp will get the touch out. Now back in front. And, oh, what a clear there. Turks, does he want this one? He could challenge Pinzer on this. Carp now. One more goal for this WashedFC side, and they can they can secure this game, and they can secure this series. But all they need is that one. They don't even need it, really, but they'll be looking for it, that's for sure, even until the dying seconds. Just to prevent any potential comeback here that we could see Juicy Lucy have. Well, now it's all about the defense for WashedFC. Big clear. Coming from Carp. Cyanide. Looking to answer back. Tuscany. Now I just need to let it hit the ground. Tuscany will hit the final touch. It's WashedFC who will win the series 4-2. Big win, big moment, and a big play to end it in Game 6 for WashedFC. That will be it from that one. Again, we are not done with the matches tonight. We still have more action to come. As, I'll be very quickly, I'm gonna quickly have to go to a break here just to reset everything on my end so that we can hopefully get ready for our next series. So 1 second. Let me go to a quick, be right back screen. We'll be right back in just a moment. Alright, welcome back, everybody. That is the wrong series. That's gonna happen later tonight. This is the right series. We got Team Skyline Velocity versus Team Ignition Academy coming up very, very soon. I'm currently just making sure I get everything set up because I don't want to fall too far behind tonight. I don't think we will, but again, I think we got everything set up. We got a prediction poll going on as well. It's been, well, we're gonna be having best of 5s from now on tonight, so no more best of 7s. I don't know. I mean, that means that these series are going to be a little faster. We're going to also have, I'm also going to have it a little easier. It's going to fit the schedule a little easier here. Again, we're just making sure that we get everything set up and ready. What a exciting series it will be here. As again, best of 5, start of the LOS Champ Season 1. Let me actually make sure I have the info reflecting that. Because if I don't have the right info, no one will know. So let me... There we go. Whoopsies, I didn't mean for that to happen. Why is that there? I didn't mean for that. Let's 1 second. Let me get rid of that. There we go. There you go, everything's fixed. And we'll be getting into the series actually very quickly. Again, we're not going to be wasting too much time. As info has already been sent out about the teams. And yes, Ignition Academy actually haven't really changed at all. Draco is Ruby. He's got a new name. His new name is Draco. Hopefully that will clear up any confusions, because I know it's a little confusing because he did just change actually like earlier today. He just changed his name from Ruby to Draco. So again, it's still the same player, still the same guy that a lot of people recognize. And again, what's fun is, again, the last time that the Ignition Academy team won on the stream, it was actually with Ruby on the team, back when he was on the team before he left, and now he's back on. Again, we saw this Ignition Academy team a couple times, but they've had a bit of difficulties on this stream without some... without many issues here. Again, what a interesting situation we're in. Hopefully everything's going well on the stream. Again, prediction poll's up. I know we're rushing a little bit here on the stream. Just make sure we keep up. And I think we are in. Great. Everything looks like it's back to normal. Again, just making sure everything's good. There we go. Alex is in. Cody is in. There's Draco. X Ruby. Again, I think I have to keep mentioning that. This is Ruby. Draco was Ruby. Obviously, he's changed his name. So we'll be betting on Skyline Velocity. I'm just waiting on these teams, waiting for confirmation that they're both in here. They're probably going to be in here right now. I'm not actually paying attention. They're not. Interesting. We're waiting on players of Team Skyline Velocity. As soon as they're here, we'll get this best of 5 started. And hopefully everybody out there is doing pretty well. Hopefully your day's been exciting. Mine has started off pretty exciting on this stream. Again, it's just a bit of a waiting game. How's everybody doing? Hello, Ziggy. By the way, hello, Ziggy. How you doing? Are you doing well? We'll be waiting for the Skyline Velocity team to join. And just kind of you have to wait for them. Unfortunately, we have to. Prediction Bowl, I think, is closed. Which is, again, welcome in, everybody. Just waiting on Team Skyline Velocity. Joined yet. But we'll be waiting for everybody to be in the lobby. Again, we're gonna give, I don't know how much time this league gives, but I believe it's either 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I believe it's 15, I could be wrong. It might be 10, actually. Actually, I think it might be 10. And we'll be waiting on everybody to join on in. And without her ever hearing anything from Skyline Velocity, surprising that we haven't heard from them yet, but hopefully they'll be coming in very soon. And if you don't know me, I'm SportyFC, but I'm sure a lot of you do, especially if you're Ignition fans. The fact that I've been streaming a good amount of Ignition Academy's games in the past. Oh, there they are, they've joined. They have Rizzy. Oh goodness, I don't think their names are very... They have Rizzy, Helpless, and... Is that Shizo? I'm assuming that's Shizo. I think, yeah, I think it's Helpless. Rizzy is the only one that I actually know for sure. I am assuming the other one is Shizo. But I'll quickly confirm with them. See if we can get any confirmation. See, I believe that might be Shizo. Yeah, I believe it's Shizo, Helpless, Rizzy are playing. Well, again, I'm actually not getting any messages from them. We'll just start the series anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'll be using their in-game names, I guess, then. Again, I believe that is Shizo, though. I have to assume that's Shizo. I'm gonna... Hopefully they'll respond. If not, whatever. It's not a big deal. We'll go into game 1 in this best of 5. Again, I'm gonna make sure I can find out who the players are. But again, I believe we know who is who somewhat. Well, at least, at the very least, we do know who's on Ignition. As here we are, best of 5, Ignition Academy, still looking for their first win in a very long time on this stream. They almost had it a while ago, only a few days ago. We saw them play again, but they did not win that series. They lost pretty badly in Black Line. Now again with the return of Draco, again Ruby was his old name. With his return, maybe they can change things around, but not a great start here. As currently Infect Logic, again, we don't know who that is. Again, my assumption is that's Shizo. Again, no clue. No, it's not Shizo. Who is it then? Who is it then? If... Because I'm assuming Help is Helpless. I'm assuming that is Helpless. They really don't make this easy, do they? As, again, I'm gonna make sure I find out who it is in between these games at some point. For now, you'll be hearing Help, Rizzy, Infect Logic, until we find out who is who on this roster. As Cody, down the field, kept away by Infect, who is now trying to chase this one down. Azix, last one back here for Ignition, gets the pinch. Coming for it is Cody. As he'll put it down. That one not in. Follow up. Not in time. Ignition Academy. Trying to create some offense. Trying to stir the pot here in this one. In fact, with the clear. Cody keeps it close. Trying to Get the dribble around here, but Rizzy back off the corner. Rizzy to make it 2-0. Again, at least that's the one player I do know who is who. I do know that is Rizzy. As Rizzy here will get his team up 2-0. There's another shot saved by Draco. Ignition Academy kept on defense here for a lot of this game. They're really struggling to actually break out. Now in front. Cleared back the other way though. That one, is that going to go in? It will from Draco. Welcome back to Ignition, Draco. His first goal back on his old team. Must feel so good for the captain. You know, having won on this roster in the Blackline Championship Series, Academy Series now, trying to just recreate that kind of success in the future. Of course, though, it's going to take a lot of work for them to get there, but they definitely have what it takes. In this series right now, things have not started off their way. His offense pouring in from Skyline. Draco with the play from the sidewall, Rizzy jumping for it. Will find his teammates as help. In fact, Logic, that will be in. Still the mysterious player on Team Skyline. We don't know who in fact Logic is. Again, I will make sure to find out as soon as I can. Because it'll help me, it'll help you, it'll help everybody. We know who the players on this roster are. It's Cody. Wins the kickoff, but it still goes in Skyline's favor. Maybe a double tap, can't reach this one. Cody will clear it the other way. Draco, long shot, clear it away. Bouncer, Drazix is caught up to it. Another clear from Team Skyline. And already they're right back on the offense. They are not going to get themselves stuck on defense for very long. They always seem to find a clear out. No matter the position. Just boom the ball away and chase after it. And so far that's worked against this Ignition side. There's help. Off the side wall. It's just back in field for Rizzy. That's a little high. Follow up. Won't come in time. But now it will. Back post and in. A hat trick for Infect Logic. As again, what a goal there for Skyline. What's the challenge? Maybe trying to play infield. Drazix trying to jump on it. Stepped out. Draco now. Dunk infield. Help with the flick. Jumping. Here's Cody from way downtown. Ignition again. They can only get his offense for such small moments of time. Small bursts, small chances. They can never really get themselves into full-fledged pressure. It'd be a really big difficulty for them. As that pinch on the line, Rizzy. Oh, it can't put it in. Almost a fifth goal for Skyline Velocity. They are not letting go of this offense. They are going to continue to add more and more as they look to take down Ignition Academy quickly here. Cleared by Drazix. Rizzy. There's it right back. Draco in front for Cody down the field. Saved. But Ignition now, can they at least get something to go for them? No, another big clear from Skyline Velocity. And again, that's how quickly their offense can transition. One big clear, that's all they need. This will be all that they really ever use. And they'll find a way up the field, won't they? A lot of times with the clear game, it's generally one that you don't want to use too excessively because it is one that you can read and position for a few of the opponents. Skyline Velocity, their clears have all been so powerful that if Ignition Academy wanted to read it, they'd have to sit so far back that they'd be giving up their offense in the process. So that kind of clear game works for Skyline Velocity or against Ignition. Maybe, though, they'll get one more. That's off the post. They will be out. Here, Skyline Velocity will take game one. Again, I'm gonna find out who is who. Again, hopefully they'll tell me who is who like matches up to what their profile is on LOS. Oh, wait, we might actually have Shizo tell me. He's back. So he isn't playing, but... Again, we're gonna have to find out who is who. I think Help is helpless. In fact, logic, though, who would that be then if it's not that person? It could be either Mint or Well, we'll move on to game 2 here. And we're gonna find out who is who on this Skyline roster. I don't actually know if they told me. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's in chat. Hello, I'm gonna recognize that. We'll get into game 2 here. Skyline Velocity and the mysterious players will take game 1. And I've never had this much difficulty actually finding out the names of players before. It happens. Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery. Hopefully, even if it means getting to the end of the series and asking, then we'll find out. Maybe Am can tell me since she's in chat. As in fact, logic. Gets it downfield. Oh no! I think he just got a bump on that one there. Just a nice play there from Infect Logic. He's been playing so well all series long. Oh no, he didn't get the bump, but he did do enough there to get past Razix. Oh, you guys were on Butter Me Toast. Oh, I recognize that name. I recognize that name. Holy. That is a name I remember, but my goodness, it's been a while since I've seen that team before. Back in Premier Championship Series. Well, welcome back in. No wonder you guys are playing so well. That was an incredibly strong team. As Help. In front. Steps away. Cody, can he find the clear here? Jumping for it is Rizzy. Draco. Across the map, maybe Cody can jump for it. Pinch play. In front of the net, Rizzy clears it back. Azix will leave way for Draco, who now will move in, get some demos. As Cody now will tie things up. And then it will be a goal back for Ignition here as Cody, sharpshooter, just straight onto the net, and Help almost got to that one, but just not enough there. He is helpless. You see the pun there? Nice. In that situation. As here comes Rizzy. Ignition making some saves on defense. As again, they're gonna have to play a lot of defense against this team. But maybe it will create some strong plays here. Okay, there we go. We found out. Thank you. Okay, we found out who Infected Logic is. That is Mint. That is Mint, by the way. And yeah, Help is helpless. I don't think we have to confirm that. I think that's pretty obvious who it is. If the other two players are, one in text chat and two chatting to me in Discord. But there we go. We found out that it is a mystery. It's Mint who's Infected Logic. My goodness, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Oh, and now Saizo's in. He's gonna have to leave. Saizo? Oh no. We're gonna have to work with that. As yeah, there's Saizo. Just jumps right in. I mean, that would have been That's definitely a little obvious, though, who that player is. As this series is probably one of the most chaotic ones I've had in a while. Trust me, most series are a little more organized than this, but you know, I like these chaotic series as well. Because this game's been pretty close so far. This one deflected across the field. Missed there by a couple players now. Ignition Academy can push up field. Helpless. Off the side wall. Draco waiting back, gets the save. Maybe, but a shot. Mint. Gets under Drazix. Again, now that we know who it is, I've been really impressed with Mint. Because he's not one of those starters, he's one of those subs. If I'm not wrong. Or at least, I think he might be one of those subs. Again, there's 5 players on this roster. Yeah, Mint is considered, yes, Mint is a sub, so, again, it's what an incredible performance seeing a sub come in and just play this well with the roster. But still, if they want to get the series to keep going on their way for Skyline Velocity, they just need one more goal. They're very close to getting there. That's helpless. Misses this, now Rizzy down the field. Ignition, back the other way. Been pretty back and forth so far, even without, you know, so many goals going in. It's helpless. Off the corner, Rizzy misses the net. Cody gets the clear. Draco off the back wall. Cody can't reach it. Now Drazix, maybe on net, kept out by Rizzy. Maybe one more chance in regulation here for either of these teams if they can get it. Drazix with the clear. And the field goal, Ignition Academy. Drazix, last second, kept out by Mint. And we'll go to overtime. And oh, it's just immediately 4 seconds in. Oh my, that's a quick overtime. Ignition Academy tie the series up at 1. The bad kickoff, Rizzy overshot it. And it's Drazix to put it in. And this series all even. As, you know, everything's being kept close here. Still have a lot of series left, though. Let's keep the series going. These teams want to get back in, I think, somewhat as... There goes Min. He's going to leave. I think they're going to get Shizo in here. For Skyline Velocity. Again, Shizo did message me that he is actually a little late. That he came to the series late. That's why Mint is playing. It will be, by the looks of it, yeah, it's going to be Shizo, Rizzy, and Helpless. Taking the sub here now, going to game 3, an important game in this series. Winner of this takes match point. And, both these teams have what it takes. Again, Ignition Academy, they're going to have to play so strong on defense because the Skyline Velocity team will not be very willing to let them through. So here we go, everybody's in the lobby for game 3. Ignition, can they win a second one in a row? Put themselves in prime position to win their first time on the stream in almost 3 months. Or do Skyline Velocity look to keep that drought continue for Ignition? You know, in order that I'm partnered with a team that I've seen so many times on the stream. Maybe the addition of Draco can help breathe some new life for them. That's what they're thinking, at least. It's not been that they haven't won. It's just has been that they haven't won on the stream in such a long time. They're still actually a very solid team. They're still doing really well in the leagues that they're playing in. What I find surprising is the fact that I've not been able to catch them win on the stream in a very long time, and they're a very solid team. Especially again back when they had Draco in Blackline, they were winning everything. They were dominating the bracket. They won the finals in a sweep. And now, you know, this team is just trying to get back to that level of success that they had before. That level that they know they can reach. There's a long road in front of them. At least in the LOS Champs, there definitely is. It's not the only league they play in. They also play in Skyward Series. There's a long road they have there. They've qualified for the wild card in that league. And they've got to win a couple series before they can get to the final bracket. And even then, they still have to play against some of the top teams in there. They also are in Black Line. I mean, they're also not doing amazingly. They're going to they're still, fighting to make sure they can get into the top 4 that qualify from their group into a massive playoff bracket. They have a lot of work in front of them. Again, knowing the players and how well they recognize each other. Even though, again, Draco is technically a new addition for them. He's really not that new. They've worked with him so many times before. This game, staying close. Shizo trying to find that one. Stepped out, helpless now. Off the back wall, Cody's missed. Drazix gets the clear. Draco wanted to get past Shizo there, but couldn't do it. Now Rizzy, bumped by Cody. Drazix demoed. Helpless. Off the back wall, cleared away by Cody. Rizzy. And that one, it finds its way through the defense for Helpless! Yeah, the goal! It's taken us over half the game here. But finally, they find the breakthrough. Team Skyline Velocity kept asking the questions. Ignition Academy answered all of them until now. And now it's up to Ignition Academy if they can come back in this game. Just like in Game 1, they're being kept in their own defensive end for so many long periods of time. What really, I think, hurt them here was the substitution of Shizo. Getting back to a roster with more starters. And against a team that just started to learn them, it's going to be a little difficult for Ignition Academy to come back. But Cody will help them start their route there. Now, look at that second touch from Draco. That is why he was so strong on this roster back in the Blackline Championship Series, Season 11 Academy Series. Back when they won the whole thing. That was why he was so strong. That was the reason why he was the team's leader on and off the field. He can put up plays like that. Just was so consistent at them. And it was something where you just always knew he could be the scariest player on the field at any moment. Does have those little pop-off moments as well. Now this one gets past Helpless, who will have to take this one back. Use it for Shizo. Shizo trying to get through. In for Rizzy off the back wall. Helpless off the crossbar and in. Team Skyline did not make it look easy. They really couldn't put that one on target. And even with Helpless's shot, it just barely went in. Had any one thing gone wrong for them, we could be seeing Ignition Academy taking it back the other way. Team Skyline Velocity is not unwilling to put all their players up on offense. They've done it before in the series, in this game as well. They could do it again. Save by Cody. It's a miss off the back wall. No one from Ignition Academy was near it. Rizzy. Oh, what an infield pass for Shizo. Oh, that's just brilliant from Rizzy. Team Skyline Velocity, after having a rough time in Game 2, they've got their offense back in Game 3. That is just beautiful. We still have more to go. Ignition. The Cody off the ceiling. So far, the only goal has been off of that passing play that was created by Draco. Drazix with the dribble play, the flick over Rizzy, open net for Drazix, and you won't see him miss those. Team Ignition Academy trying to make a comeback in this game, late in this game. They definitely have the abilities to do it. Still have to wait and watch and see exactly what can happen here for Ignition. They still need one more goal. Draco from the midfield. Gonna send it back in, just getting anything upfield for Ignition Academy can maybe result in something for them on offense. Cody. Oh god, beaten there by another player. Drazix now down the field. Draco will leave it for Drazix. Open. Oh, he puts it off the crossbar. Ignition Academy were that close still. Draco. Draco, 2 touches. Infield. Drazix can't score that either. Helpless. Will he let it drop? Yes, he will. It's Skyline Velocity, who are now 1 game away from winning their first series in LOS champs. So close for Skyline Velocity. They need to keep up the offense. It's not going to be easy. It's going to stay close. As we go to Utopia here and game 4. Again, Ignition Academy have not been able to win on this stream in almost 3 months. I actually have counted, I believe it's 87 days exactly. Last time they won was back in Blackline Season 11. We're talking about that season a lot, aren't we? We'll see if they can turn things around here in Game 4. Go to Game 7. Sorry, Game 7. Wow, Game 5. I'm still thinking about those best of 7s. Game 5. Or just, do we see a win here for Skyline Velocity? Do they take the series in 4 games? Stop Ignition Academy from getting their hopes up? Well, a good start for Skyline Velocity could definitely help them on that way. The dunk from Cody, bouncing off the corner. Rizzy clears it back. Inch from Drazix. Cody jumping. Tap downfield. Drazix keeps it close, trying to get the shot on. And it's just going to lay in front of the Skyline net, but they know there's no pressure on them. Ignition Academy are not a team that's going to send a lot of players up super high with a super high press. That's just not in their play style. They like to sit back. They like to play defensively. Drazix, challenged by Helpless, who will look down here for Rizzy, but Rizzy turns away. He doesn't like that position. As Drazix with the clear. Up for it is Helpless. Drazix now with the shot, but Shizo's waiting, and Ignition now, it's a demo in the backfield as well, but that's an overcommit. Rarely do you ever see Ignition send everybody upfield, and rarely does it ever work for them. A bad choice here from Draco. In a series where he's been actually playing pretty well. That's one that he'd like to take back. As I probably looking at this replay fully realizes just how misjudged he was there in going for that play. As last man, you do not want to challenge anything that you cannot get to. As that one off the kickoff for Shizo. Team Skyline Velocity now have just doubled their lead. With 3:43 left. Oh, Ignition, they might just get one off the kickoff. Oh, saved by Rizzy. The Ignition not nearly as fortunate as Skyline was on the last kickoff. So they do find offense from here. Draco demoed by Rizzy. Helpless. He just sends it straight to Drazix, though. Drazix on 12 boost. He's not going to have much to do here. It does find a good flick. And now he'll get a demo on Rizzy. Drazix, even on low boost, will still find plays to help his team out. As Draco in the neon pink car. Gotta love those colors. Gonna set up his team here. Ignition. Dancing on those corners. Dancing in front of that net with those demo plays. Just haven't been able to hit the target just yet. Helpless off the back wall. Draco with the clear. Drazix keeps it. That one's not on target. Some misplays from Ignition Academy on offense. They are getting chances that they can score off of, but they haven't been able to really make the best of those final shots. If they can't shoot those final shots, it's as if those plays never really happened. Shizo Almost breaks through the whole entire defense there with that one play. His shot was so unexpectedly slow that no one from Ignition Academy was actually able to position themselves correctly to get to it, as everybody had jumped. Rizzy. Vazix. Redirected. Cody now. Chase on that last defender. Shizo looking for the back pass. We saw Draco there trying to cut it off, but now Rizzy maybe just has transitioned. Oh, he'll barely sneak it in. Cody almost got there, but it's Rizzy here to now have his team go up by 3. Ignition with their backs against the wall now. 2 minutes left. They've got to get 4 goals in this game if they want the win. 3 in regulation at least. You couldn't have asked for a much tougher challenge than this. With Ignition, they have a lot to do here. Draco, infield, cleared out by Helpless. Razix holds it close, challenged by Rizzy. Will now get past that one. Shizo, redirect, and it's in! Oh my, Team Skyline of Valhalla City now freestyling on this Ignition Tide. As that redirect comes from Shizo and it works just so well. Extra power, Draco won't jump for it. And no matter how hard the Ignition fans may believe, they might still be winless on the stream. I can't believe it. There was a joke, again, we're going to say it again, back in Blackline Season 11. As that will be another one here for Team Skyline. There was a joke on Ignition back in Season 11 that there was a sporty buff. They were on my stream a ton. They always won on my stream. And they called it the sporty buff. Well, obviously that buff hasn't carried over since Blackline Season 11 because ever since then, they have been struggling to just find something. After Draco again, who is Ruby, by the way. That was his old name, was Ruby. Even before that, he was known as TJ. He had a couple name changes that I've been able to witness from him. But again, even back when he was on, back when he left, they had a kind of an identity issue. What kind of a team did they really want to be? Now that he's back, it's going to be about them getting used to him being back, and that usually takes a little bit of time. Usually, even with a player that they know very well, it still takes time to kind of recover to that play style. It's something that is not easy to do, and Line Velocity are going to continue to score. Team Skyline Velocity are having close games too, having it close in game 2 and 3. And this game is going to be a blowout. Unfortunately for Ignition Academy, they're still going to be searching. Again, I'm going to keep saying this every time they get on the stream. How many days they haven't won? Again, today it will mark 87. The reason I track it is not because I want to rub it in, but because it's a really interesting statistic. Again, you hate to see teams have so much terrible luck on this stream, do you? Again, I know the Ignition Academy team very well. I've seen them play so many times. I really like this team, but they have not been having it very well on this stream as of late. As that one saved by Cody, but in comes Helpless to make it 7. Oh, Drazix will save it. I think Ignition just want the series to be over. It was rough since the very start. It has only gotten worse here in Game 4. Well, they'll take one game. Shizo coming in will prove why he is the captain of this team, why this roster knows what they're doing. Skyline Velocity will take a win in the first week of the LOS champs. Am I a curse? Yeah, maybe I am a curse for Ignition Academy. Who knows? I haven't really thought about it that way, but who knows? Maybe I am. And the question is, why do they keep booking me? But that will be a win here for Skyline Velocity in this one. Unfortunately for Ignition Academy, they're still not going to be able to win, even with him back. Yeah, okay, I love you all as well. But, yeah, you're not wrong. Is this stream a curse for them? It might be. And they're still going to have to wait to see if Ignition can get their first win on the stream in such a long time. Again, unfortunately for them, they won't be able to win. I know a lot of you were happy to see the debut of Draco, you know, ex-Ruby. But unfortunately, that restart will not be one with that will end in celebrations here. Unfortunately, it will be one that, well, they're gonna have to keep fighting here to see if they can get a win. And that will be it for now. I'm gonna go to a quick break. I'll be right back when we have Knights of Chaos versus Big Ball Beast. See you all soon. As thank you for the follow, Ice Cold Brew. By the way, it was nice casting you too. I still remember you. Thank you for the follow, man. How you doing? How you feeling? Oh, hi there, everybody. What in the world? Oh my goodness, we got a raid coming in from Outlaw. Thank you, Outlaw, for the raid. I just noticed that. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. We're gonna have our next series come up very soon. Shout outs to you, NJ. How was your stream? Hopefully it was well. We got a long night of matches coming up. But again, stick around, guys. Our next matchup will be here very soon. It'll be Knights of Chaos Big Ball Beast for Blackline Championship Series. So stick around for that. As I'm currently in a break and making sure I can set everything up for that stream. Sorry, for that matchup. And we'll be getting to it very soon. So again, stick around. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for the follow there, Mama and Dark Souls. Thank you guys so much for the follows. Welcome in. We're just give me one more minute, guys. I gotta fix something. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Whew, what a start to the day here. We got through 2 of the 4 series we have booked. We got 2 more coming up tonight. Here's our schedule. We just capped off Team Skyline Velocity's 3-1 win over Team Ignition Academy. We also saw before that WashedFC secured 3rd place in the up-and-coming cup over Susie Lucy in that best of 7, 4-2. Now we have Knights of Chaos, Big Ball Beast, and we'll be ending off this one with Valhalla, Interstellar, Dark Phoenix, which will come up after this next series. So again, as I mentioned, this next series is Knights of Chaos, Big Ball Beast for Blackline Championship Series. Some teams that have been doing well, some players as well that I haven't actually seen yet. I have not seen Hands Baby. I've actually seen both these teams before. I definitely have seen Big Ball Beast before last season, again, season 11. But, ever since then, not really. Oh, no, you know what? No, I didn't see them there. I might have saw... No, you know, I didn't see them there. I saw them in Skyward Series. Last season of Skyward Series season 0. I saw them there. I think for a single series on my stream. I don't remember exactly. It was definitely one of the early series, though. But I do remember them. Which is always fun to see teams that you've seen before return back to your stream. Knights of Chaos are a team that has consistently returned to the stream over and over again. As, again, their backline season so far has been really good for Knights of Chaos. They're currently 5-0. Remember you? I remember you, Kane. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I remember you. I remember Drew as well. You guys are both on Milky Militia, Scarlet, and I think we'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. So that's fun. Oh, I remember you. I remember a lot of people, especially people who've been on the stream recently. I remember you all a lot easier. There you go. We'll get the match lobby info out to these teams. We have everything set up. And just making sure that everything is good on our end. I think everything is. It'll be Knights of Chaos, Big Ball Beast. In a best of 5. Knights of Chaos currently undefeated, Big Ball Beast. Not actually far behind them, though. They're at a 4-2 record. Knights of Chaos have not played all their matches. Have not played 6 matches, and Big Ball Beast have. Again, there are double-header weeks. Knights of Chaos have not fully played out theirs. Big Ball Beast have. Again, Big Ball Beast are currently 4-2 in their season. And if you know what, if I check the bracket, I'll tell you who they have lost to. They have lost to Loth Armada. And they lost to where are they? I'll find it, don't worry. Loth Armada and Divine Ascension. Number 2, Divine Ascension number 4. Have they played any of those teams? I don't think they've played any of those teams yet. No, they played the Sloth Armada. They swept Sloth Armada. But they have not played Divine Ascension yet. But they have swept Sloth Armada. So we got some similar opponents here. Overall, doesn't really matter too much. What matters now is your prediction. Who do you think will win this? Knights of Chaos, Big Ball Beast. You got 2 choices. Make the one that you think will win the series, because that is how prediction polls work. And we'll be getting into this again. I remember Drew and Kane. Drew, also known as Drew 2. He'll be playing on the stream actually tomorrow for Milky Militia Scarlet in Amateur Gaming League. Again, he's with Kane, who's also on that team. And just waiting on these teams. As soon as we get them both in the lobby, we'll be good to start this series. As you know what, I've actually goofed. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll mute my stream, but you guys get to see this. I'll be back in like a minute or so. Just 1 second. Sorry about this, guys. I have to go to the bathroom. I know. I'm gonna do it now so that I don't have to do it during the series. 1 second, everybody. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh, that was quick. Well, I'm back in. Hopefully while that's happening, you guys have been having fun in the chat. As, I'm back from my bathroom break. Well, we'll go in-game now. What a strange start to... What a strange start, to say the least. There's Kane, there's Drew, there's Main Mosquito. Who's that guy's name with the D in it? Is that... Oh, that's Dark Souls. That's the only other person it can be. Everybody in? Again, we're just making sure that everybody gets into the lobby on time. Oh yeah, we are like a minute or two early. Meaning, I think you have a minute or two left in your prediction poll. Yep, you do. So, again, make your votes. Who do you think will win this? Just making sure we message these teams. Make sure that they're in. Again, we have Big Ball Beast in the lobby. Just waiting on one more. Here being the Knights of Chaos. Yeah, Knights of Chaos currently an undefeated season. They have had so much success so far. But they need to continue it here, and Big Ball Beast is going to be a challenge for them. Again, they did sweep Sloth Armada, which is incredibly impressive. The only loss Sloth Armada had all season long, up until this point. Now, Big Ball Beast, again, they lost to Sloth Armada in, I think, a Game 5, as I said. But, doesn't really matter. Again, it could be a playstyle thing. A lot of things could do it. Also, I do like it how Big Ball has been censored out by Sonics. They aren't happy that they're named that way. I'm just waiting on Knights to join. But they'll be on time. I know that they're not generally super late. If late at all. And just waiting. It's a bit of a waiting game, but now, you know, I can talk about again the series after this. We'll have Valhalla Interstellar versus Dark Phoenix on will be an AGL matchup. Amateur Gaming League action, always fun to see on the stream. With the league just kind of starting up, it's always nice to get matches there because it's not always super common that I get matches there. I'm just waiting on Knights. They're probably just finishing up their warm-ups, which is common. We have that happen a lot. I'm guessing that's probably what they're doing right now. Although I can tell you that they are online. It's like, I actually am partnered with Knights of Chaos, which is pretty interesting, so I actually know a good amount about this team. As there they are, they got Mayhem Meatman hands. The first time I actually got hands on this stream. First time I get to see him play on the Knights of Chaos. Well, everybody's here. On time, perfectly. They're a minute late to disqualify them. That's not, I mean, you know how that's not how it works, Dark Souls. Uh-oh. He's back! There we go. Everybody's back in. Hey, don't worry, Dark Souls. Yeah, I do like the joke. Yeah, it's 15 minutes in Blackline, but yes, they are only a minute late. I should clarify. We're into the series, best of 5. Knights of Chaos on the blue, as they usually are on this stream. Big Ball Beast on the orange. Apparently, Sonics does not like the name Big Ball Beast, and they're gonna censor it out here, as you guys could see before we joined in the lobby. But, here we go. In towards the action. Knights of Chaos currently undefeated in their season. Big Ball Beast 4-2 though, and a real formidable opponent for anybody who has to play against them. But Knights of Chaos, with their offense being as strong as it is, won't be surprised that they'll be scoring first in this series. As 4:20 on the clock, Mayhem off the back wall, and he couldn't get the second touch, but Hands rightfully expected that Mayhem wasn't going to hit it. And that'll be the first goal of the series here for Knights of Chaos. They also play in Skyward Series, I believe. They also have a very strong record there. They're going to make it into... Actually, I believe they qualify to the final bracket in Skyward. If you're in the top 4 in the regular season, you qualify automatically to the final... to the top 8 bracket. I believe they made it in. Could be wrong though. They might, or even if not, they just barely missed out. They are also playing Super Bowl in Skyward Series. Knights of Chaos are a really scary team for a lot of people because they're just so aggressive. Well, they may not look scary, especially when it comes to mechanical advantage. They really don't have a mechanical advantage over many teams that they play against. They're just more well known for going for demos and just going for tons of shots to the point where they overwhelm teams into submission. And if you want to focus on demos, on who's going to be the ones to start that, focus on Mayhem, focus on Meatman. If Meatman's not shooting, if he's not the one who's kind of getting the striking for this team, he'll be the one going for the demos. If he is the one who is shooting for this team, which he generally usually is someone who is available to shoot, it'll be Mayhem to for the demos. Right there, Mayhem didn't jump for that one, and it's back the other way for Big Ball Beast. That one just bounced in front of Mayhem. Did not look for the challenge there. Just waited for it to drop on his car. And when you take that much time in front of your own net, surely at some point someone is going to challenge. Just need a little bit more of a sense of urgency there for Knights of Chaos. As main Mosquito. That's the clear, but Meatman will collect it. One past Drew. Dark Souls. Bumped by Hands. Mayhem. He'll put one upfield, but back the other way do go the Big Ball Beast side. Mayhem. Bouncing off the corner. Mayhem still wants this one. It's going to bounce off of Drew and keep itself away. Hands now. Hands, baby. Beaten by Drew. Meatman's got to be a little more careful than this. It's just right in front of his net. Mayhem didn't like it either, and he'll make sure that if Meatman can't get to it, he'll get to it. Now on offense, Meatman, and that's the shooting that he's so good at. I mentioned it. Meatman is generally the one who's going to be putting in most of the shot, a lot of the strong shots, the quality shots. He won't be putting in all of the shots, but he'll be putting in a lot of them. And his shooting is one to be feared of. The reason he plays in Dominus. Gets so much power behind that. In fact, actually, there's 2 Dominus players. That's rare. We ever see 1 Dominus player in a lobby. Nonetheless, 2 on one team. But here we go with Knights of Chaos, and I guess I should not really be that surprised. Again, they're all about the aggression, all about putting in powerful touches. What's the surprise here to know that 2 of the players have Dominus cars, which are known for packing a lot of power behind their punches? His Hands. Ooh, a little bit of finesse there in front for Mayhem. Hands, went for like a light touch there. Trying to dip it out for his captain, but now in front again. Meatman wanted the Doomsday Dish, but it's still open here for Hands. And Hands, baby, will allow Knights of Chaos to go up by 2 in this game. That will just bounce its way in front. No one waiting there for Big Ball Beast. No one was in the right position. No one really moved into a place where they could have hit that one. Knights of Chaos will say thank you. Because, well, that one really shouldn't have been that easy for them to score. There should have been someone back for Big Ball Beast. Said now. They're down by 2 in this game, and they have to come back quickly. Drew. Mayhem just leaves it right in front of his end. He has to challenge this one. Drew wanted the flick maybe, but doesn't matter what he wanted. Knights of Chaos will stop it here. And they'll get a clear. There's a miss from Drew. Meatman wanted to jump there, but Dark Souls will keep it out. Hands now to Meatman in front of the nets. Drew is giving this one away. But Mayhem throws it right back in off the back wall. Mayhem wants a second touch. Knights of Chaos. They really will make sure they do everything they can to keep the offense. Because they know that that's where they're best at. And there's a reason for that. Another goal for Hands. That's his hat trick. Started from Meatman here from the midfield. Puts it off the back wall. And it's so tough to read there for main Mosquito. He's having to clamber his way to the back wall with pace just to keep up and just to get a chance at the ball. But he has to make the read as well. Just too many things to do at once for him. couldn't make the read. Knights of Chaos now. Firm control in this game. This one will bounce off for Hands. Back wall, 2 touches, 3 touches. Hands keeping it close to the net. A little bit of mechanics as well. We've been seeing Knights of Chaos trying out new players as of late, just to see if they can mix up their roster. Their old roster was Mayhem, Meatman, and Flip Sliderson, and those players are still on the roster, by the way. But again, recently we've seen that Knights of Chaos want to take an even more aggressive tone. Their Flip Sliderson wasn't nearly as available for them. He was generally their defensive rock, the one to keep the team honest and to make sure that they didn't make too many mistakes, didn't overcommit either. He was the one that allowed them to go for more demos. But now, again, with them trying out new rosters, trying to be even more aggressive, they added in Lade, who seems to be now one of their primary starters for Skyward Series, and here they have added in Hands Baby, and you can see just the difference it's making. They're getting so involved in the shooting. The demos aren't really all that necessary anymore for Knights of Chaos. No demos in this game for them. And they'll take game 1 with Hands Baby gaining a hat-trick from this game. And again, they really aren't worrying about the demos anymore. It seems like they're just focusing on making sure that they put on strong shots, quality plays. They know that just putting on shots isn't going to be enough to beat teams, but putting on good shots will. That would be game 1 on the series. It's a Chaos. Out to a stellar start in this one. We'll see if they can continue in the game too. Knights of Chaos are a pretty consistent team, though. One of those teams where they have a consistent kind of level that they play at. They don't really ever... They do elevate sometimes to higher and lower levels, but at least in most of the series I see from them, they keep it very consistent. Big Ball Beasts are going to have to find a way to make some consistent offense themselves, because that is how you beat Knights of Chaos. You don't beat them by playing defense, which I know seems a bit counterintuitive when the whole thing's on offense. Uh-oh. Oh, no. 1 second. Something happened here. I just got kicked out of the... I just got kicked out of the lobby. Let me join back in. There you go. Joining back. There we are. We're back in. What was that? Got kicked out of my own lobby. I've never had that happen to me before. Well, we're ready for game two as soon as the teams are. I'm gonna check on these teams, make sure they're good. Alright then. Let's get back into this one. Game 2 here. Everybody's in the lobby. And we're ready to kick off once again. Knights of Chaos take game 1. Took game 1, I should say. With the usual playstyle, just putting on the offense, overwhelming Big Ball Beast. Maybe create that for game 2. Again, the big concern for Big Ball Beast will definitely be Hands Baby. As I've actually never seen him play before, but that was a really good showing for him in this series. 3 goals. And he's not the only threat on the offense. Meatman still, again, a strong shooter when he needs to be. Mayhem, if he goes for his demos, that will completely change things around for Knights of Chaos. It's not that Knights of Chaos have a difference, have a defensive and an offensive play style. They have different styles of offense. Sometimes they'll go for heavy demos. Sometimes they'll rely on maybe one player with strong shooting. Maybe they'll rely heavily on passing plays. There's a couple things that they can really work for. Sometimes they'll rely on multiple players with good shooting. See what the Knights of Chaos choose here as, oh my, double tap, kept away here by Meatman. Mayhem, faced by Drew. Kane, down the field, but Meatman will shoot it right back. As pinched here by Dark Souls Mayhem. Ooh, gets the first touch, but didn't like it. We'll leave the play there, and will be collected here by Big Ball Beast players, although that's a team bump. Gives time here for Meatman to get the ball away. Can he catch up to it? Yes, he does. Prevents any possibility of a shot in that position, just to make sure he gets a touch on that thing. Here's Mayhem. 50-50 with Dark Souls. Meatman now down the field. It goes straight at Drew, though. And Drew will put it right back into offense, if he can. Knights of Chaos are not going to let him have it. Knights of Chaos, we never really talk about their defense, or their midfield. It's always about their offense. The midfield's strong, too. It's what's creating these chances. It's what's holding them in the offense. Hands, baby! There we go. The breakthrough for Knights of Chaos. They put it off the sidewall. It had to get saved in that net twice. But ultimately, it's just too many plays for the Big Ball Beast to handle. Knights of Chaos score first, once again. The offense from Knights of Chaos just wants to get into a groove. Once they get into a situation where they can put on multiple shots, they will. As the double tap from Dark Souls. Trying to unlock something new here against Knights of Chaos. Well, Mayhem, oh, great second touch there. Left in front, Drew has to be careful, but he isn't careful enough. Meatman, we have no respect to Drew. Just jumps right in for it. Dunks him, puts it top right. Knights of Chaos. You don't expect people to challenge those situations, yet they will. And they did, and they'll benefit from it. Big Ball Beast getting chased down here. Mayhem off the back, in for hands, baby. Back the other way. Oh, awkward positioning, and that's just going to be a free one for Dark Souls. Knights of Chaos, I thought they were comfortably on defense there, but they were not. Meatman tripped over the post. Really had no need to push out there in the first place. He could have waited on his goal line and then jump out when he saw the pass coming through. Instead, he tried to jump the play, and he got himself caught in his own net. The trust on Chaos have for each other is pretty strong. And right now, it's definitely not working for them. That's another goal for Big Ball Beast. The momentum is in their favor. As Meatman, again, kind of the culprit here. Going for a 50-50 with a low 50-50 with the dominance is just not a good idea. And for Knights of Chaos, overall, they're not a team that has ever been strong on the 50-50s. Dominance cards, while they have a lot of power, it's not in the challenge game, I can tell you that. It's not in those challenges where you meet with another car, especially against an Octane. Dominance cars are so flat, that it's very easy for the ball to get forklifted over them. So Knights of Chaos are going to have to be a little more careful on those challenges. This Big Ball Beast, some rejuvenated in this game. Oh, but that's not going to help their cause. Ian will get to it, but a worrying sight here if the net is left open like that. Oh my goodness, what a dunk from Mayhem! But what a dunk from Mayhem! I just completely trailed my flat there. I did not think Mayhem had that. Again, no respect here for Big Ball Beast's defensive clears. Mayhem just jumps for it, gets the dunk, the captain scores here. What is that? You don't see players challenge that because it's so, because it just feels like there's nothing to gain there, and yet Mayhem shows you there is something to gain, and he'll gain that, I guess, because I did not think there was a chance he could have scored from that position. My goodness. Knights of Chaos take back the lead. It's only one goal. With a minute left on the clock. They're going to have to play a bit carefully here. There you go, there's the 1 minute warning. Hands, has he just gone past two players? I think he has. Meatman will get through the midfield. Hands, he's looking for a bump on Drew, doesn't get it. Meatman off the back wall. Mayhem doesn't read this, hands the last one back, and he challenges that one. It's Dark Souls over him. Big Ball Beast find an answer as the offense from Knights of Chaos completely breaks down. And a counterattack here from Big Ball Beast will be efficient at putting that one past hands, baby. The Knights definitely meeting their match in this game now. But still, it feels like they have everything that could go in their way. with their offense being as strong as it is. Better counterattacks, though, coming from Big Ball Beast, and that can be what their big source of offense can be from. What a double tap. Infield. Kane couldn't reach it. He saw the open play in front of him. His hands. Gets past Dark Souls. Demo's coming from Mayhem. Hand's going for one himself. In comes Meat Man. Deflected wide. Mayhem. Dark Souls with the beats. Kane. With the dribble. Hands baby with the challenge. And Big Ball Beast trying to keep it up. Chance here. They can't get it to bounce perfectly for them. Game 2 will go to overtime. 3-3 on the scoreline. Knights of Chaos. Definitely, again, a tougher matchup in this game. I mean, I expected it to be tough for them. Big Ball Beast are no team to be relaxed against. They are strong. You can see how strong they are. They have... everybody individually is so talented on Big Ball Beast. Demos, is that going to break through? Man. Who is going to continue that one to his back wall. Big Ball Beast sitting back, waiting for the breakout opportunity. It may come as soon as Knights of Chaos start to overcommit. May start to try to force things to go through. Although that's a good play. Mayhem needs a little bit more power on that shot. Ends baby. They're back by Kane. It's only towards Meat Man. Mayhem misses this. Drew, has he found a breakthrough? Now he's gonna get bumped by Mayhem here. Still though, it's up for Kane. Wants the fake play. Mayhem will not fall for it. Knights of Chaos stay in this game. What a dunk from Hands. Awkward bounce. Kane misses. Drew will hit it. Back the other way by Hands, baby. Dark Souls off his own back wall. Gets a clear. One of the bump play. Knights of Chaos. Everybody back. What will be the breakthrough? These teams... so difficult to crack right now. Oh, that's a good shot. That's gonna get through Mayhem! And that will be it! It's Drew to score! I asked the question, and Drew gave me the answer. From his own back line. And Mayhem, I think he's gonna want that one back, because... that is definitely one that Mayhem, even though it's a difficult save to make, that is definitely one he can make. Didn't stop his momentum. He went away from the ball instead of towards it, unfortunately for him. And game 2 will go here for Big Ball Beast. As a Chaos not nearly as successful in offense. They did. Again, it felt like they met a team that had the equal offense as they did. In Big Ball Beast. Well, we keep on going here. We'll go into game 3 with series all tied up. Knights of Chaos have a little bit of time here to discuss with each other, just to maybe change things up. They went for a more demo-active playstyle this game, but I don't think it really worked for them. And honestly, if I was the Knights of Chaos now, if I had to make my decision on what to do, it would be to go back to what worked in game 1. Don't go for the demo plays, because obviously, it seems like what Big Ball Beast are doing is they're fine with the demo play. They are able to avoid those demos. Even when they get demo, they still have all the players back. There's now a bump play. Shot on by Mayhem. That's an early start. 7 seconds in this game. And already the Knights of Chaos putting one in. Obviously, they've disregarded my plays. They immediately went for demo plays on offense. This time, though, it did work. You know, maybe it is a good thing to disregard my play. I'm not always correct. We'll see, though, if it can continue. It's only 7 seconds. Still a lot more of this game to go. Mayhem. Oh, he's in the breakout this game. He's changed up his car. This is a full flat car team. I thought seeing 2 flat cars was quite impressive. We've got all 3. Just to change things up, I guess. Why not? There's Mayhem to the corner. Looking for the clear is Dark Souls. Meat Man dunked by Dark Souls. Meat Man, he's got to get back here. Puts it to the corner. Kane back in. Hands Baby with no boost, but he's got a dunk here on Dark Souls. That will give Knights of Chaos some time to reset on defense, to get some boost, maybe even get a clear if they can get to it in time. Awkward play, no one reads it on Kane. He knew that he had an open end in front of him and he still couldn't put it in. It's plays like those where you know what you have to do and you just can't do it. Kane's going to be a little disappointed in himself there. That was an open opportunity. And one that he could have used to tie this game up. Knights of Chaos are a team that you can't outplay when they play on defense. That's cleared back by Kane. Back up they go for a big ball beast. Hands Baby. The Knights. 50-50. That's going to go up the back wall. Hands. I don't know if he's going to get this one. Oh, he does! Oh my goodness, Hands! He had how much boost to jump for that? I think it was like 20 boost to jump for that. My goodness, I didn't think that was going to happen. He had so little boost. You see like GC, like high GC players go for that, and even they don't hit it, and yet Hands just did it right there. That one was speedy, and they're gonna get another one off the kickoff. It's Mayhem again. What in the world? So many goals going in so quickly for Knights of Chaos. Right off the kickoff. Now they lead 3-0. And in this game, it was a really tense matchup as now starting to pull away from Big Ball Beast. It's Knights of Chaos. We're willing to shoot here in this game. And obviously their shots starting to fall through. In their place, Mayhem wants to dunk on Kane, doesn't really get it fully. Big Ball Beast on offense. Drew. Bouncer. Dark Souls wants it, but he won't get it. As Drew. Mayhem up for this one, but doesn't get a full read. Mate Man. Inchwick Kane. Drew. It's it straight up here. Mayhem will read it. Hands Baby. And he clears it back. Well, Meat Man wanted the dunk there. I think he almost caught them both jumping there, but you know, he just got a little too heavy of a touch there. Well, that touch from him will be good enough to set up Hands Baby. Mayhem with a one-on-one. He's just going to shoot this one near post. Trying to test out Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is ready for it. And passes with flying colors. Knights, though, keep the pressure going. It's Kane. Gonna put it on target. Mayhem. That's fast Drew here, who didn't read it off the corner. Hands now. To the sidewall. Hands. Wanted the ceiling play, but it's just a little too slow to set up for that one. Whenever you go slowly for those kind of solo plays, expect someone to challenge you very early. These guys aren't known for their mechanics, and Hands there. Tried to get a mechanical play going, but again, it was just a little too slow for him. Knights of Chaos. After having a rougher time in Game 2 and Game 3, things have changed for them. What a dunk from Meat Man. They don't ask how it goes in. They just ask if it goes in. And in this case, it did go in. But again, we won't ask how it went in there. I don't even know how it went in there. You got a dunk on Kane, I think, but I mean, it found its way in the net. His Hands. Oh, that's another kickoff goal. Immediately for Hands Baby. Big Ball Beasts are really struggling with the kickoffs here. That's not the first time this game that we've seen a kickoff go that poorly for them, where it just goes up and behind everybody. Second kickoff goal of the game for Knights of Chaos. It's not just those goals that are putting this one out of reach for Big Ball Beasts, but they're definitely a part of it. Drew trying to go over the back pass. Hands will read this. Gets past Dark Souls. Hands. Do you have a flip reset on this? Oh, he does. Oh, and it almost worked for him. But a little touch there from a defender on the Big Ball Beast side will redirect it to the other corner, preventing any sort of offense when it's a Chaos to become too out of hand for them to handle. As what in the world? Drew got bumped into that dunk. And yet they keep on playing here. Big Ball Beast. Miss from Mayhem. Drew. Meat Man. Gives it back. Drew. Reads it. Ends here around the corner. Trying to get a swipe on Kane, but Kane won't jump. Instead he'll allow Dark Souls to do it himself. It's a Chaos in cruise control in this game. With the win here, they'll be only one away from taking the series. What a win it would be against such a strong opponent. A big ball beast are definitely not a team that you can just be shy of. A touch there from Drew in front of the net. It'll deflect off a couple players, but SKS will end up having it, and specifically Mayhem will have it. As now he'll back up into this play. Knights of Chaos. For maybe one more goal. They've been... This game has been an absolute 100% on 180 for them since the game before. Everything has been theirs. All the offense has been so strong. They would have gone a 6-goal there at the time it hadn't expired. And Shoddy Smalls with the raid. My goodness. Hey, how's it going, guys? Hello, Shoddy. How was your stream? How was it? Hopefully it was good for you. As again, that is game 3 in this series. Knights of Chaos now 1 away. Let's go to game 4. If everybody's ready, which I don't know actually. Yeah, let me also give you a shout out there, Shoddy. Again, thank you all. Thank you for the follow there, Shoddy. Sorry, for the raid there, Shoddy Smalls. Again, we're going to continue in this series. Game 4. Knights of Chaos only 1 away from keeping their undefeated run going in the league. Of course, again, against Big Ball Beast, who definitely have the measures to counter this Knights of Chaos offense. It is not going to be a walk in the park for the blue side. But they can definitely make it easier for them if they do what they did last game. Again, rely on that shooting being strong for them. If they don't rely too heavily on demos, they'll see a lot of success going their way, but I think a lot of it will start if they can get the first goal in this game. As Dark Souls trying to go back for the pinch, but he really doesn't go that far away from him. Now upfield goes Meat Man. He'll look for the passing play, leaves it in front of the net for Mayhem. Off the bar, Hands Baby with the follow-up. And they will score first after all. Knights of Chaos want to take this series. They don't want to go to Game 5. I know they don't want to go to Game 5. It's so stressful in that situation. And, well, as long as they play like they did last game, they might be able to repeat what they did last game and just take the series here. It's Kane with the clear. Would have been a shot there if you wanted it to be. So he just puts it off the back wall now. Sets up Dark Souls, who actually could hit this. Oh my goodness, he almost did. But Drew, still not in. Hands Baby gets across. Kane couldn't react in time. Knights of Chaos somehow escape out of that play on defense with their life. That net was open for a good while, and Hands Baby literally jumped across it just to make sure that his team got another save on it. It was still in front of it, and the follow-up from Kane just wasn't good enough. Mayhem, Knights of Chaos are gonna try to break out here and just get themselves another goal. Just, you know, in case something like that does ever happen again to them on defense, that they don't have to worry about being tied. And oh, there it is! Hands will score. And no one jumped for that one from Big Ball Beast. Which really shocks me here that no one jumped for it. Because this wasn't like all that threatening of a shot. Neither Drew nor Dark Souls wanted it, or neither of them, or both of them called for it and then didn't jump. Whatever it was. No one jumped from Big Ball Beast. That's just going to fall in place. It's Meat Man. Ooh, almost got that one. Kane will clear it away. Dark Souls dunks by Mayhem. Drew. Hands. Leaves it for Meat Man. Back wall touch here from Dark Souls. Mayhem. 2 touches. Drew to Dark Souls. Gets past Hands here. Hands, gotta get back. Oh, and he gets the flick save, but still, follow-up surely to come. Oh, but Drew's missed it. That was a real chance for the team, and now back the other way go Knights. Mate Man had 2 players jump on top of him in there to stop that play. And again, Knights of Chaos. Oh my goodness, the net's left open here for Drew. And he doesn't hit it. Follow up. Man, Big Ball Beast, they're getting some real opportunities in this game. I can't believe they haven't scored yet. They are creating open nets. Knights of Chaos are definitely not playing as well as they did last game when it comes to their rotations. But they got it here? No, great save from Meat Man. Knights of Chaos, I can't believe they haven't gotten scored on yet. Big Ball Beasts are getting so many good opportunities. Now they're getting denied, but at the last second by a Knights of Chaos defender, or Big Ball Beasts aren't making the most of them. Somehow this game is only 2-0. Goes back, missed from Hands here, who is actually on the Octane this game, so we're seeing another card change. Is that going to go in? No, it's not going to. It almost did. Got an orange trail on it. It looked like it could have been an own goal. Big Ball Beast will save themselves from that, at least. As Mayhem has to contend with 2 players challenging him. Meat Man now. Doesn't get the shot on it. Dark Souls off the sidewall. Dark Souls, second touch to the back. Not in. Dark Souls, challenged by Meat Man. Got in from Kane. Back post. Mayhem is waiting for it. And Hands maybe will get the clear. Hands wants this one. Looks for the outpass to Mayhem. He gets it. Knights of Chaos designed this one. Mayhem knew exactly what Hands Baby was doing, and Hands Baby knew exactly what he was doing there. And they put that execution to perfection. Knights of Chaos will not be taken down here. Mayhem. One touch off the back. Drew will get rid of it. Less than a minute now for a Big Ball Beast, or I'll still find themselves with another loss in the season. Well, 4-2 is currently a good record. 4-3 will not be so nice. Man, they've been going for a lot of double taps. I just can't hit them either. Again, a 4-3 record will not be amazing for them. It will still be it'll still easily be enough to get them into the playoffs if they were to end the season right now. But you don't want to be there. You want to get yourself the best seeding possible in the Academy Series, just so that you don't have to worry about having a tough matchup start off. Because a lower bracket run is not fun in these final brackets. They're very long brackets. Last thing you want is to go into a low bracket so early that you gotta play more matches, just get yourself more tired out as the season goes on. And be constantly under stress that you might lose. As the Chaos will win this series in a sweep, though. They're gonna keep themselves as the #1 team in their division. There are 2 divisions for Academy Series. Knights of Chaos still undefeated. 3-1 win. They're still the best team. As again, I think we're gonna get an interview here with Knights of Chaos, so stick around for that. I think we're gonna see if we can get him in here soon. They're gonna win for Knights of Chaos. A big performance for them. Hello everybody, welcome. Hello there, Knights of Chaos. And how are you doing there, guys? Again, you're still undefeated. Mayhem, how does it feel? Another big win against another solid opponent in Blackline.
It feels good. I mean, like previously, you casted this match for us in week 1 of RLSS.
That's where I remember from.
We lost to them 1-3. So we were happy that we were able to return the favor.
Of course, you gotta get that 3-1 win, and now, obviously, again, a new player as well coming in. Hands Baby, have not seen you play yet, but man, you have been shooting excellently. How does this team work around so well that you're giving some of these opportunities? And I mean, what does it mean to have these teammates who set you up so perfectly on these plays?
Man, I tell you what, it makes it just easy. Like, and that's no knock against any other team that we face out there. But when I have a solid 2 group right here where I just walk it in pretty much every time, I mean,
Yep.
you can't ask for anything more as a shooter.
And of course, again, we can't forget about the other player here, Meat Man. Seems like a lot of people don't talk about you enough, don't give you enough credit, but I mean, it's definitely not been an easy season to say the least. But what does it mean being at the top of the Lackland Academy Series group? Is there, what are the benefits of being here? Because ultimately, everybody makes it to the playoffs at the same place. But what does it mean, kind of being the top team?
Uh, I mean, it's just gotta commit to the game. Make sure you get plenty of practice in. Um, I mean, obviously, I kind of picture us as the underdogs because we really haven't played in a lot of circuits, so this is kind of like the first big branch of circuits playing, especially with all the new ones coming out. So, it's definitely an experience.
Of course, and again, that top spot being so lucrative, so nice to get, and again, so such a strong position next week. I'm gonna see who you have next week. Actually, let me take a look at that. As I'm gonna flashbang myself with the white screen here of the Lackland Academy Series spreadsheets. Um, I know. Yeah. Thanks for laughing. By the way, that makes me feel better.
Yes.
Um, yeah. Next up, you got again adrenaline dropouts. You also have to play against Divine Ascension. Let's talk about Divine Ascension. That's your last matchup of the regular season. Another solid team. Mayhem. What do you think will be kind of the what do you think this team's gonna have as like their game plan coming into that series? Because again, it's another strong team. Is this going to be the same thing as usual? Is there anything that you want to? Is there anything you're going to focus about specifically? Is there any message you have for Divine Ascension? Because that's another top tier team in this bracket right now.
Just try to stay alive, I guess.
All right, then. Of all things I thought you were going to say. I did not think you were going to say that. But yes, again, it's important to not get demoed as a team. Again, the confidence going against Divine Ascension is going to be important. As again, you guys are still undefeated. Any final messages for the stream? Any shout outs you all have? Again, for winning here tonight. Again, a big performance from you three. You three there on Nights of Chaos. As you keep your season going, is there anything you want to say? Any final messages?
Oh, there's thanks for everybody watching us, and especially you guys casting it. That's what makes this more enjoyable.
Through that.
Absolutely.
And shout outs to Knights of Chaos for real. Like, what a solid org to be able to run apart with. Very, very successful org, if I could say objectively. Um, so definitely shout out to our members and our casters and our organizers and everything. They definitely build a nice road for us to run upon when it comes to our games.
Again, another big win, another big performance for the Knights of Chaos. You guys are. It feels like this stream, whenever you join the stream, it's like you guys cannot be stopped. You guys have. It's been a while since you guys have lost in this stream. And you guys are just like, even when you do, you're still dominating so many series that you guys become the top team. And it seems like any league you play in, again, a big performance for Knights of Chaos. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
That's it there for that series. We only have one series left for tonight. It's been a long night of matches, but it's coming very soon. We'll be coming to our close here. Our last matchup, Valhalla Interstellar Dark Phoenix. For Amateur Gaming League, both these teams, I believe, are 1-1. Yeah, both these teams are 1-1. We'll see that series very soon. But again, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. It's been a long day, everybody. But we've got one more series. Welcome in, everybody. Back to the Spodia stream one more time. Let's take a recap of everything that's happened today. It's been a long day. I'm pretty tired. But we have one more series to go. It will be Valhalla, Interstellar, Dark Phoenix. Beforehand, we saw WashedFC Juicy Lucy determine who would get the third place finish in the up-and-coming cup. That would turn out to be WashedFC. Then we saw Team Skyline Velocity take down Ignition Academy 3-1. As that series again is just the start of the LOS champs. And then we just had Knights of Chaos win against Big Ball Beast to keep themselves undefeated in the Blackline Championship Series. Now you have AGL action. Well, Interstellar Dark Phoenix of Phoenix United. Phoenix United have been on the stream a couple times in the past. It's actually quite crazy how often they're going to be on the stream. Yeah, I'm always for it. As again, with Phoenix United being here, of course, Fluffy's got to be here. Hello there, Fluffy. Should I call you Diablos or Fluffy? I know I asked this before, and I remember you gave me an answer. I just don't remember it. Was it one of those things where like you're Fluffy outside the game, but you're Diablos in the game? Anyways, I'll send the info to these teams. I'll give you some time to think about that. You're always here. Yeah, of course you are. That's what I mean. Whenever Phoenix United's here, of course you're here. Oh yeah, I forgot it's Akira now. I forgot you changed to Akira, not Diablos anymore. So wait, do you want me to call you? I guess Fluffy or Akira? Actually, which one should I call you? I forgot it's Akira now, and not Diablos. I'm too stuck back in your old name. Love the support coming in again for our final series tonight, a best of 5. In Valhalla Interstellar. We've also been seeing a lot of Valhalla esports recently. Which is pretty fun. We'll be seeing more of them coming up in the future as well. You got 6.5k points? Nice. And call you Soul Eater. I am not going to be calling you that. I won't remember to call you that. you gotta choose a name that's actually one that I can remember. As what's also fun is that it says there are two coaches. And yes, by the way, here's how coaches work. I asked the teams who their coaches are. They don't come at me. Don't come at me, Bloodless. No, I'm not calling you that, Fluffy. As yeah, again, for Dark Phoenix, their coach is Tevos, and for Valhalla Interstellar, their coach is Al Liquid. I think I've seen both these people as coaches before in the past. You're their coach tonight as well? Oh, well, that's cool, Bloodless. Again, they can have multiple coaches. I just told them to list one, and they listed Tevos. Don't go after me. I'm not the one who finds out this information. So don't come after me if they list a different person. I'm good? Okay, cool. Well, again, there you go. They listed Tevos. He's the owner? Well, that might do it. he's an owner. Yeah, that might be a reason why. I don't know why they list him as coach. I don't know what. I don't know. Again, they don't tell me who coaches are. I trust the teams tell me who the coach is. So that's how it works here. At least both owners are here. Yeah. Megan God's also here as well. You're the owner of Valhalla. Right, I believe you are. Yeah, you're the owner of Valhalla, right? Megan Gods, I believe you're the owner of Valhalla. I might be really wrong, but I believe I'm right here. Yeah, okay, I was right. I was gonna say I believe you're the owner of Valhalla. I'm gonna be seeing both these orgs on stream a couple times, a lot. So you and Nevin, yep, you and Nevin are the owners. Again, thank you all so much for joining in. We got a prediction poll up, by the way, so vote who you think will win this. Do you think it'll be Valhalla Interstellar or Dark Phoenix? Again, the last match of the night, the last time to get points on this stream. As, again, just making sure that everybody's okay. Team's been running very well. So, Again, we'll just be waiting here. Will you be able to join the match to watch? Probably not. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. Again, just, you know, prevent any sort of issues with, like, spectators and cheating. I would rather people not join. I am okay with it. If the both teams want it, I am not against it. But I will recommend for you, I will recommend for most people, if you're thinking about spectating, probably don't. Most leagues have rules against that as well. I don't know exactly what the rules are for AGL, but I'm going to assume it's the same as most leagues. The team good with it? That's up to the teams to decide that. If they tell me that they both want a spectator in, I will do it, but again, I don't know AGL rules. AGL rules might actually not even allow it. I would be very careful with doing that. Again, I will... If you want to, I can check the AGL rules, see what's up. Yeah, I believe AGL rules probably don't allow it. Yeah, we're in game right now. Let me check the rules for you there on spectators. I know it's going to be very easy to find it. Let's see, what does it say? There will be a rule for spectators. There we go. There you go. Coaches and spectators are not allowed to be in the lobby during matches. So, sorry, you will not be able to join. I'm very sorry. But that's the rule of AGL. As there we go, Graphic Steak, Jack, and DJ Cloud9, who I know who also goes by Hides. We'll be calling DJ Cloud9 Hides. That's the name he wants to go by. As everybody's ready. I'm exhausted, but it's been a great long day of matches. Let's get one more for the fun of it. Dark Phoenix, Valhalla, Interstellar. A best of 5 series in the Amateur Gaming League. Week 3. Both these teams are 1-1. Looking to recover here. And here we go. Game 1. Dark Phoenix on the orange. And if I'm not wrong, this team name was the one that was used by Fluffy. Now, you know, Akira, whichever name you want to go by, Fluffy, but we're gonna call you Fluffy since you're the one viewing, since you're viewing right now. That's your Twitch name. That was his team back when it was in the Premier Championship Series, back when I first actually saw Phoenix United. And it will be that team specifically that'll score here with their new captain in Westy. That didn't take very long. And that one will go in as... Yeah, I'm sorry. Coaches will not be allowed... Yeah, Viking Gods, coaches are not allowed to spectate. That's AGL rules, not my rules. It's AGL. As... Already a goal here for Phoenix United, as... Didn't even introduce Interstellar here. Sorry, yeah, Valhalla Interstellar. But their players here, Graphic Steak. Being the one to try to lead his team here, he has Jack and Hides with him. And speaking of Hides, here he goes. Cleared back by Kaz. There's Kaz off the back wall. Get away, Westy. Jumps with it. Oh, the fake here. West's trying to get the pinch here with Hides. Sorry, with Chubbs. And that won't work for them. Goes across then again. Kaz now. Jumping. Dark Phoenix holding the offense, but they haven't really gotten any shots to show for it just yet. They are leading by one goal, but they'd like at least another goal or two, just a cushion here for themselves. Who wouldn't? Having 2 or 3 goals is just so confident. It gives you so much confidence and allows you to relax a little bit more, maybe even play better. And speaking of, there it is from Kaz from mid-range. Is this one? Chubbs misses it, and that actually kept Jack back. The throw of Chubbs there kept Jack waiting. And when the shot did come in, he was just not in the position where he could save it because he didn't expect the miss there. Graphics take off the back wall, pass to Hides. Chubbs jumping for it. 50 with hides across the field. Graphics, they can't read it. Westy now off the side wall. They're back by Jack. And right now, Valhalla and Interstellar are just low amounts of offense. It just feels like they aren't committing themselves to actually moving into offense. They'd rather just sit back, and feels like they're just way too comfortable just not pushing, which is surprising for most teams because generally you want to be on offense. Why? I don't know why Valhalla and Interstellar is like, they are not pushing past that midway line very often, and it doesn't seem like they really want to either. Very strange playstyle so far. As Kaz gets the clear. Chubbs trying to get the redirect. Phoenix United still pushing. Chubbs now backwards. Going for it is Hides. He's missed this one. Jack dunked by Chubbs. As will not be able to read this one properly in front. Westy saves. Dark Phoenix keep a clean sheet for now. As they've had to get their first taste of defense. Currently holding up solidly, but Interstellar can find ways to break through if they get good enough shots, good enough plays. But again, it just feels like Interstellar just don't have that connection with each other. They don't have the chemistry that the Dark Phoenix side definitely does. There's Jack. Puts it up. Kaz off the side wall. Chubbs waiting for it. 50-50. Graphic stake. Last one back. We'll put it off the back wall for Valhalla, but again, no one really pushing up aggressively for this team. They're all sitting back so far. Oh my goodness, what in the world was that? I was about ready to say that Westy was going to shoot this one, but it's Kaz to get it. Did Westy shoot off of him? Yeah, he did. Kaz pre-jumped that. And there's one way to cross off the defense. And with a little bit of flair, Dark Phoenix will now lead in this game by 3. Kaz with the clear. Chubbs trying to jump forward. Chubbs misses the touch. Graphic stake to the corner. Jack dribbles it. Gets his flick. Still Jack. Chubbs jumping on top of it. He looks for the dribble play. Chubbs on towards the net. Graphic stake couldn't get to it, but Jack will. Dark Phoenix still not letting go of the offense. Westy keeps it going. Westy, back wall. Oh, couldn't get the second touch, but in comes Kaz. Jack is there. Follow up. Chubbs down through the nets. And Graphic Stake waits for it, takes his opportunity, gets the save right now, trying to get some offense for Valhalla, but it's only cleared right back by Dark Phoenix. Chubbs in front for Westy. Graphic Stake clears it. Kaz now. The sidewall. Second touch. Kaz stays near it. I go across the net, but Graphic Stake is waiting. Chubbs now. Jack. Oh, he got blocked there on his own backline by Kaz. Getting nasty in here. Going for some demo plays on those left defenders. Just to let the ball fall into that blue half and allow Dark Phoenix to get to it. The demos, you think of it so often as clearing away a space for shots, but sometimes it's just really good for giving yourself space to actually get the challenges. And in those situations, it's so unexpected that it actually just becomes really effective to use. Maybe one more chance, one more shot, maybe? Now they're going to turn off here. Dark Phoenix would just rather secure game 1 than allow offense to go against them. As, well, yeah, we will get a new server, sure. Not happy with the current server. We'll reset this one for them. But game 1 will still count for Dark Phoenix. As let me work around here. Make sure I get the lobby back up. There we go. Lobby is back up. We're back in. And my goodness, how are they've already joined back. I didn't even give them the lobby info. It's the same one. It's the same info as they had before, but still. As here comes Kaz with the follow. Thank you for the follow there, Kaz9. And Power Man Pro, thank you for the follows. Big thank you, thank you, thank you. Lots of thanks. So many follows coming in. We're actually getting very close to 1.2K. Let's get there. We're very close. Is everybody back in? Yes, everybody back in for game 2. Oops, I accidentally took a screenshot there with my controller. Whoopsies. Okay, we're back. Alright, game 2, everybody. Again, game 1 will still count for Dark Phoenix, but with the lobby reset, maybe things will change. We'll see. Is the ping better? Not really. Although everybody's got 80 ping. That is nice. Everybody's got perfectly 80 ping there. This Valhalla Interstellar, it's like they have a team house. Everybody has the exact same ping. Well, hopefully, again, this new lobby will be better for them. It's Valhalla. In game 1, it's so far back. Maybe it was a paying thing, maybe just how they played, but they really did not ever feel like... It never felt like they ever wanted to push up against Dark Falcons. Not even that they... Like, because it's not that Dark Falcons didn't give them some time to do it. It just felt like Valhalla and Interstellar never took that opportunity when it came to them. Only once in that game did I ever think they actually had any sustained pressure. As Westy with the clear. Back for Hyde. He might put that one on. Chubbs gets to it. Now down in the midfield. Dark Falcons quick to respond to that shot and keep it out. Now with the clear. Hides all the way back. Adds. Right to Jack. Rolling up the back wall. Westy's been bumped. Jack trying to jump for this one. But Chubbs will beat him to the race. In fact, Hyde's never even wanted to go for it. He's noticed very quickly that he was not going to win that one. Just let Dark Phoenix take the challenge there. Now an infield pass to Jack. Kept wide here by Chubbs. Having stake with the back pass here to Hides. Interstellar doing well, keeping ball possession, although it does feel like they're putting in a lot of clears to get into offense. As Kaz, infield. Jack will put it right back to the corner. Safe place on defense for this Valhalla side. What a dunk from Jack. He's going to keep following it here. The persistence of Valhalla Interstellar this game has been what's been able to keep them on offense with the ball possession, even when they, again, even with a lot of their offense being somewhat clear heavy, which is not looking amazing for them. It's not my favorite kind of play style on offense. They definitely have that persistence. They are not afraid to just jump for it, keep pushing, even when things aren't looking easy for them. They'll still challenge everything. There's now graphics like misses that. Dark Phoenix. Oh my goodness, everybody's jumping. No one wins this one, and it will be Hides through. Valhalla Interstellar, the pressure does break Dark Phoenix, but it was really more so Dark Phoenix who broke themselves here as everybody jumped for it, and no one hit the ball. A catastrophe in the back half here for Dark Phoenix. It was a strong showing in game 1. It's now been them stuck on defense in game 2. We're seeing Valhalla Interstellar bring the offense right back. Kind of a reversal of the roles here in this series. Graphics take off the back. Hides. Puts it wide. Westy now. Jack into Chubbs. Chubbs booms this one over Graphics take. Dark Phoenix, now is some time for them on offense, but it's them who don't feel like they're pushing up high enough. As Chubbs, a demo in the midfield on Graphics take. Now a bump, Westy, open nets. Dark Phoenix designed that one. Seems like they made a change on the fly there. Kaz went for the bump play and then got a demo in the nets. Chubbs went for one as well. He bumped out Jack. And that will break through the Valhalla Interstellar defense. There's still more action to come from both these teams. Westy. To Chubbs. Graphics take off the side wall in for Jack. As misses this. Chubbs. Likes to keep it close. He now has found a way past Jack. In comes Hides, cleared by Kaz. Graphics take. Westy, it's deflected off of Jack here. Westy trying to get a bump on Hides, but Hides will jump over him. Dark Phoenix. They're going to need to get themselves into offense once again. And again, it's been so difficult for them to get there. And actually hold possession. Once they get into offense, it doesn't seem like it's too difficult for them. But actually getting to offense is the hard part for them. Because they have just not found enough creativity on these clears. It goes, again, I talked about Valhalla Interstellar being clear heavy. Phoenix are using clears to get the ball out of the defense. Well, these passing plays are actually pretty well played. Chubbs, just a little far away from him. Jack will get there first. Has now, up the field over Graphic Stake. Jack clears it back. Graphic Stake, continue that sidewall. Right where Westy wants it. Chubbs now jumps for it from a long distance, using all his boost to get to that challenge. Now Jack will jump over him. Dark Phoenix clears it. Dark Falcons is a different team. Chubbs, does he have control? No. In front, Kaz saves. Graphic Stake around Chubbs. Into the corner, trying to get the pinch, but Kaz keeps it up. Westy through the midfield. Maybe they could end it here. In front, Chubbs, not on. Follow up from Westy, and he's not jumping for it. Oh, that was a real opportunity there for Dark Phoenix to win this one in 0 seconds. Instead, a hesitation from Westy. He didn't want to put everybody up on offense there. Dark Phoenix will go to overtime. With knowing that they were oh so close to winning this one. Chubbs off the back wall. Now he backs up into this one. Hides. Clears it. Jack misses his touch. It's Westy with the second play here. Westy trying to get a look on Jack. Jack with no boost. Gets around Kaz. Jack all by himself. He's got boost now. But he won't get the bump on Chubbs. So before Chubbs is able to strip the ball away from him. Oh, it's Chubbs there to get that touch away. He's already used up almost all of his boost. Kaz waiting for Hides. Knew he had space there and really didn't know what he was going to do with that space. You see, I'm just going to go for the 50-50 instead. There's a demo from Kaz. Open space. Chubbs trying to jump in there, but Jack will be the first one to it. It's Kaz. Long shot. Hides keeps it out. Miss here from Hides. Chubbs jumping in on Jack. 50-50s. Jack is winning these challenges. He just got past all three of them. No one there from Valhalla. They didn't have enough faith in Jack there, or just didn't have enough boost to keep up with them. Dark Phoenix with Kaz down the field, doesn't get the second touch. Hit back by Jack. Westy trying to get to it, but Chubbs will be there to save his team. Hides. It's pinched now with Kaz. That's going to be dangerously in front of that Valhalla net, but Jack waits for it. And Jack now to win it. Chubbs will keep the ball away. Every save made here is just going to make things even more difficult. Good stop there from Westy. But still up. Hides, bar, and Westy just did it again. 2 saves from Westy. And we're somehow still in overtime. Even though Valhalla had 2 great opportunities and they did not make them easy. I can't believe Westy got to those. Chubbs. You get the dribble around Graphic Stake in front. Westy wants it. Graphic Stake now one-on-one with Kaz. Graphic. Oh, he just got over him there to win it. It's still in front for Jack. Chubbs will jump to it. Dark Phoenix breathe a sigh of relief, but they're still on defense for the moment. It just feels like these teams are deadlocked, neck and neck. It's Valhalla and Interstellar who are stuck continuously on offense, but just can't get that final shot. And it's Dark Phoenix who want to push up into offense, but continuously find themselves in situations where they just don't have enough boost. They don't have enough support. Westy. And Hides is just dunked Kaz. Jumping for it is Chubbs. Graphic Stake. Down the field. Dark Phoenix. With Kaz. Oh, good touch there. Gets the bump as well. In front for Westy! And it saves away. Now it's Chubbs. This overtime could go for an eternity. Someone has to end it at some point. Has. Infield, graphic stake with the save. The slow roller up the side wall. Jack, infield. Oh my goodness, he almost read that! What in the world was that? We almost saw the read there from Hides. Chubbs now. Hides again getting involved. Kaz. Saved by Jack. Dark Phoenix. Their shots just aren't threatening. A good 50 from Westy. Allow Chubbs to get down the field. Dark Phoenix are slowly pulling away with the offense. In front. Westy to end it. Crossbar and it's kept out. My goodness. Kaz now. Off the ceiling. Almost gets the dunk. We're still in overtime. Chubbs. Jack. That's the block on it. Miss from Westy. Graphic stake. As. Dunked by graphic stake. Chubbs misses. Final shot. No, it's just a little off there from Hides. And now it's Dark Phoenix who are the ones saved on defense. It's overtime. Has now surpassed the whole extra game of Rocket League. Over 5 minutes in overtime. We're still looking for a goal. Maybe this will end it. Kaz, not in. Jack will clear it away. Holy. I'm happy this is the last game of the last series of the day, because if there was a series after this, we'd be very late for it. With an overtime this long. Maybe we'll surpass 6 minutes. Chubbs. 50 with graphic stake. Has. Ooh, doesn't like this one. Jack jumping. Dunked by Westy. Who's going to end this one? Both these teams have had opportunities to win it in this overtime. But just whether it be strong defense, whether it be a bad missed shot on offense, whether it be a weird combination of events. And we haven't seen a goal go in yet. But maybe in front. Kaz will save it. We're still in game 2. This has been a long game. Over 6 minutes now. Dark Phoenix, though, aren't really set up on defense. Like they have to be when the Kaz is going to get the ball away. Pass across to graphic stake there from Hides. Chubbs. Use it in front for Kaz, who gets a touch on it. Now gets the dunk on Jack. Graphic stake. Chubbs will maintain ball possession. Jack is the last one here. Kaz jumping, but beaten by Hides. Jack, doink, winner! What a shot from Jack! 6 minutes and 41 seconds in overtime. Finally, somebody scores. Holy! What a great doink from Jack. Had to get creative with it. Oh my goodness. What a way for Valhalla to get their first game of the series. And let's just count up the shots here. 18 shots to 12. My goodness. That was the game that would never end. Again, that's only game 2. We still have a couple more games to go in the series, so... My goodness, that took a little while. But that will end game 2. We're going to go into game 3 here. Both these teams are very ready to go for it. Surprisingly, because they just had such a long overtime. Game 3. Series is tied 1-1. I know, it's felt like it's taken a lot longer than that. But we're back into the action. And really, for Valhalla and Interstellar, they're going to be so happy with that game too, because it was such a long overtime. Now the momentum's really all in their favor. There's Dark Phoenix. They've not been able to win the offensive possession game ever since the lobby reset. Maybe it was the ping that became an issue for Valhalla. Well, Dark Phoenix have to recover here. Not just again from the lobby reset, from Valhalla completely changing up everything that they knew about in the series, but also losing in such a long overtime. One of the longest overtimes we've had in this stream. Definitely the longest we've had in the stream in a very long time. Maybe, I think, like, maybe even like, I mean, like 6 months. Maybe that's the longest time, like, overtime in like the last 6 months, I think, maybe, for this stream. And you guys know I stream a lot, so that's saying something. Yeah, it was a long match. As the scoring will get started off here from Valhalla. It's Jack to score. As Kaz just misses that. That's a simple whiff there. Something that you cannot make. And right there, Valhalla Interstellar with an easy shot in. Exactly the way goes Hides. Chubbs with 2 touches. Jack now off the side wall. As a follow coming in from Rapids. Thank you, Rapids199. Welcome to WashedFC stream. Great to have you here. And we're currently in the last series of the night. Game 3 of this best of 5. Dark Phoenix in the orange. Valhalla Interstellar in the blue. Valhalla Interstellar trying to take 2 games in a row now in this series. They're currently en route to do so. They are still searching, hunting for just another goal, because 1 goal will definitely not be enough. Dark Phoenix generally aren't a team that's going to be shut out. Is in front of the net. Coming in through is Westy. That's a good shot on. Jack doesn't get to it. And it's back for Dark Phoenix. Pressure came in. They had a high press on Valhalla, and then once the ball popped out, it's Westy to shoot from long range. Jack just didn't have the boost of positioning to do it. And to get the save there. Dark Phoenix, is this their game to come back in? Chubbs down the field. Jack is waiting for it. Now it's Kaz to the corner. Kaz. Westy keeps himself close to the ball. Hides down. Chubbs says he get to it. No, he doesn't. Jack will get the final touch. Valhalla Interstellar take back the lead here, as Chubbs did not recognize that Jack was there. He knew that Jack had passed him, but he thought maybe Jack had started leaving the play there. But Jack was more involved than he thought he was. Little passing play. It wasn't intentional, but Jack got himself involved just to make sure that the final touch is so powerful that Chubbs won't get to it. Now another goal right off the kickoff for Valhalla. Kaz was just a little too low on that kickoff, and Valhalla will have the snowball effect take its job there, and they'll get a 3rd goal. Maybe we'll see a Spaceman sweep here with Valhalla. So if you don't know what Spaceman sweep is, that is losing the first game in a best of 5 series and then winning the next 3 straight. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dearie no! Uh-oh! That's unfortunate. That's the only thing you can say about that, if you're a Dark Phoenix player or fan. Unfortunate that somehow just goes straight into their nets. Things are spiraling out of control here for Dark Phoenix. Graphics Stick wanted it, but doesn't get it. Jack, is he just beating them another time? No, Westy will get to it. Sigh of relief here for Dark Phoenix, but they still need a few more goals. They have the time to do it, but they gotta make this time matter. Because very soon they're going to run out of it. Only 2 minutes left. Jack with the dribble. Chubbs jumping right in on it. Cleared away by Hides. Kaz. Bouncer. Kaz. Right on top of it. Towards the net. Jack will keep it out. Westy. Backwards. Graphic Steak. He gets a demo on Chubbs there. I don't know how he got that. And now Dark Phoenix. Maybe they can get a 2nd goal in this game. But it's back to the way he hides. Right now, Valhalla Interstellar are very content to just take a bit of a step back in this game, not push up too aggressively. And even when that they don't push up so aggressively, they're still scoring. It's Jack again. That's his 4th goal this game. He has been absolutely lethal. 4 for 4. Jack is on top of the game right now when it comes to shooting. And is that the nail in the coffin here for game 3? Sorry, yeah, game 3, I'm right. This series has been so long, I thought we were in game 4. We're in game 3. Oh my goodness! Oh! Hides! Didn't have to do that to them! Oh, right up the ceiling. And he reads it all the way down to the ground. That second touch dips it under Kaz. Dark Phoenix, this game definitely over for them now. Those 2 goals definitely solidified it. Dark Phoenix gonna have to win game 4 here if they want to keep themselves in the series, give themselves a chance to win it. Going into Champions Field. As yeah, that momentum does carry over for Valhalla Interstellar. Strongly, they're going to get a 7 from this one. It's Jack to score again. 5 goals on 5 shots. Jack is now sent to Dark Phoenix to Rio de Janeiro to Brazil. And for Dark Phoenix fans everywhere, this is definitely a worrying sight. With Game 2 haven't been so close. Game 3 has gotten away from them completely. And again, it's definitely a worry here for a lot of people. Because a lot of times with games like these are like indicative of teams maybe starting to lose grip, starting to maybe lose a bit of confidence. Alright, Falcons, if they've lost confidence in this game, you're gonna have to get it back though for Game 4, and if they don't... What was that? If they don't, they're gonna lose this series. What was that demo, by the way, on the other side? You saw that, right? Everybody saw that? He jumped into the demo. I have not seen that happen. That doesn't happen often. As that will end Game 3 here. Valhalla Esports Interstellar. Do we get another 3-1? We've had... the last two best of 5s we've had have all been 3-1s. We might see that. We might go there again, or we might go to Champions Field. Who knows? We'll see. A long day of matches. Maybe this will be the final game. We'll see, though. Again, Valhalla Esports Interstellar. Want to go to 2-1 record. Here we go. Game 4. Valhalla Esports Interstellar with the chance to win. As we now go on to Utopia Coliseum Dusk. Sorry, Utopia Coliseum Dusk. Is there energy left here for Phoenix United? For Phoenix United. Or have they? Because they can't be given up now in the series. Last game, I felt like they kind of gave up. They cannot fall down that same path here in Game 4. There's still a lot of chances for them to come back here in this series. It's Kaz stopped by Jack here. Kaz keeps control. Maybe even off the sidewall. What a flick there from Kaz. Chubbs. Light touch and maybe generate some offense, but Jack the other way. High play. Kaz has got to get to this one. Will. But almost immediately Valhalla Interstellar on offense. Shot on. Westy will jump there. Now it's Chubbs to clear. Chubbs with the corner all to himself, but his infield attempts will be launched by a Valhalla Esports Interstellar defender. Westy. Past Jack, but has no boost. Graphic stake now. We'll send it down the line. We'll send in Valhalla Esports Interstellar for offense. Jack. Flick. Over? No. Westy with another goal line save here to keep his team in it. Kaz dribble. Jack will... Ooh, got a weird touch on that one. Graphic stake. A heavy play. Westy challenged by Graphic Steak. Westy again. Still Westy. Chubbs trying to get the bump on the last defender there, but couldn't get it. Still Dark Phoenix. Demos definitely are something that they could add in. Maybe trying to mix things up here against Valhalla. Kaz. Jack will try to get the challenge, but loses it in the end. Good save by Westy. Another save. I think that's a saver for him, right? Oh yeah, that's definitely a saver for him. 3 saves. There's now Jack with the clear. Westy sends it back. Kaz, second touch. But again, for Dark Phoenix, it kind of just falls short of the offense that we know that they can have. Chubbs off the sidewall. Hides. Caught by Westy, who has been playing lights out defense so far. But how long will his defense stand? Even players like Westy, who have been playing seemingly perfectly, even they're going to make some mistakes at some point. Dark Phoenix need to get rid of this pressure on top of them. Maybe they can do it this way. Chubbs, what a touch. Chubbs, back in touch. Oh, he almost got that. So nearly there for Chubbs. He set up his own air dribble play. Almost turned into a double tap. Now Westy misses that. Valhalla Interstellar. The ball away now. Passing play. Epic Stake is wide. Ooh, Jack jumping in here. Hides got to be a little careful on his own side here as miss from Kaz. Hides. Oh, Kaz will get back to it. Now Graphic Stake. To the back post. Kaz can collect this. Jacket will bounce down here. Westy off to the corner. Graphic Stake dunked. Chubbs doesn't read it. Neither though does Hides. Jack, is that going to be it? Oh, a dunk from Jack it will be. The initial shot wasn't good enough from Jack, but the way his car was falling into it, put himself in a perfect position to get a dunk here. And he absolutely denies Westy there, who has been playing perfectly on defense all series long. It's Jack now to get the first goal of the game almost 4 minutes in. It will be favoring Valhalla Esports Interstellar. As Graphic Stake backs up into it. This will roll towards the net, but again, Westy is on that goal line. Final minute now. What could be the final minute of the series if Dark Phoenix cannot find a way back into it. As that one, oh, that's bounced off the crossbar twice. Not once, but twice. It bounced off the crossbar, bounced straight back up, then it bounced off the crossbar again. So close, but yet so far for Dark Phoenix. Still goalless in this game, in fact. Westy wanted the redirect so badly there. Graphic Stake not on targets, and that means Hides can clear it out. Gets the pop. Chubbs in his corner around Graphic Stake, who won't engage in the 50-50. While 2 commits, final 10 seconds, Dark Phoenix. They have enough in them to get one more opportunity. Miss him on the back wall. Open. Westy couldn't get the shot, though, before denied. Now Chubbs keeps it up, but only for so long. Valhalla Esports Interstellar stave off the counterattack and will win this series 3-1. Another 3-1 series. Valhalla Esports Interstellar, your winners on this one. As that will be the last series of the night. What a long night of action it was. I'm exhausted. Again, we'll get some... Again, and also, what an overtime, though. I still gotta talk about that overtime. One of the longest overtimes we've had on the stream in history. It hasn't been... I don't know if it's the longest. I don't think it's the longest overtime we've ever had. I can actually check on that. I know what the longest overtime we've had on stream has been. So 1 second, let me check what it is. I definitely have it here. Longest time overtime I actually know of that we've had. Actually, that might be the new longest overtime we've ever had on stream, because the longest one I know of is 6 minutes 3 seconds that we had like a year ago, back when indie gaming was still around. That might be the new record for longest overtime on stream. So good job on you guys for getting that. Good job for Valhalla Esports Interstellar for winning. Not just the overtime, but the series. as that will be it from me. Again, I'm tired. I'm gonna need a nap. Thank you all so much for joining, for being so supportive. And again, that is it for me. I am done for the night. And that will end all of the matches here. Again, thank you all so much for joining, for being supportive, for being amazing. But I am done. Everybody, take care. Have a great rest of your night.